you know that you're going to get an opportunity to do something. You know people are going to entrust you to do certain things. Do it like this your last time. Do it like it's your first time doing it and like it's your last time doing it. Do it like you ain't never done it before and do it like you may never get to do it again. And I'm telling you, if you do it like that, oh, I promise you, it's going to be magical.
This episode is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success. And now to today's show.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelle. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always. We got him back, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we say as always?
Hey,
still?
whatever the rumors were, they can now go to rest, okay? Carl has not been replaced by Jamal.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Maul been getting hate mail.
That was the rumor?
It's not a bad replacement,
right. Maul been getting hate mail. Maul, you know what I'm saying? They like,
Somebody tell Camille that was the rumor.
You know what I'm saying? Maul been getting hate mail. Like, where is the basic sensation? So we got Carl back, man. We got Dr. King in the building. As always, Douglas is here. Hey, Carl, I mean, I'll let you. Come on, man. It's your show. I'm going to just back up. And just, you know what I'm saying? The fan, they missed you.
Man.
They missed you, bro.
Hey, it's been an interesting start to the year. We got a lot happen. Of course, y'all heard my uncle passed, man. We had to deal with that.
Yep.
And then we got back and, you know, just getting back in the routine. And I hit that flu, man. And that sucker, I'm talking about, took me out for literally 3 days laid out. Like 3 full days laid out.
That wasn't the flu then.
So
that was something else.
Did you play the flu game track from Dr. Thomas? You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to put up 45 with the flu.
I put up a strong mental game. A strong mental game.
Good,
the physical
good.
boy ain't had nothing, bro. But
Bruh.
3 days laid out, 2 days, like literally, like just getting up trying to walk around the house. My body hurt so bad. And I was like, yo, you got to do something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, man, we here. We back.
Yeah,
we
now
back.
let me tell you something, dog. No, that flu will take you out. And me and Maul got sick for a quick second.
That wasn't the
probably
flu,
like
though.
quick 24 hours.
That wasn't the flu, though.
But I'm so glad it was before the coronavirus because I'm like, had you get a little something now, you like, that's the corona.
Bro, I was in the airport
Bruh,
just looking,
no, it's
man.
serious.
I seen about 100 or so people just,
Yeah.
even on my plane, they got
No
the mask
question.
on.
And don't you be feeling vulnerable? Like, why don't I
I took my jacket, put my face like, man.
I'm like, wait, y'all know something I don't? You know what I'm saying?
They do, but
So
I think that virus could get through that little mask.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all
but-
open on the side.
no.
But look, but you touching all that stuff, and then when you take the
Right.
thing off, I'm like, man. So I just try to make sure I'm, you know what I'm saying, decent with the hand washing and, you know, all that other good stuff. So anyway, man, y'all watch the Super Bowl? Everybody watch the Super Bowl?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey.
Hey, I don't know what episode it was, but my prediction, I just want to say at the beginning of the season when we talked about it, that was my prediction.
Yeah.
It came all the way through.
No question.
Yeah,
I
and
thought
mine
they should've
was
got it
too.
last
I don't
year.
know if that's true, but if you feel like digging for evidence, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Go
I
ahead.
I was
actually-
like, as long as the Patriots don't win.
Who did I say?
Hey, I think you
Patriots?
said Patriots.
Oh,
I think
for
you
sure.
said Patriots.
I
And
bet
can't
the
be
Patriots
mad.
every year.
Yeah, I
No,
can't be
and
mad.
they should have won, but they lost all their superpower, all
Man.
their wide receivers. My man, they had nobody.
Bruh, I'm
So I
talking
like to
about
see what
nobody.
happened. I think AB gonna end up some kind of crazy way going to the Patriots.
Again.
I think he going to the XFL.
All right. So y'all good?
Hey,
Bro, AB
hey,
on-
Paul, I just remember, what is it? Mega War Pete. What was his name?
Meta World Peace.
Meta World
yeah,
Peace.
Ron Artest.
I just remember Artest used to have a lot of problems.
Oh,
He
bruh.
ended up on squads, bro.
Bruh.
Hey, that's
I'm
true.
talking about.
I promise you.
That's true.
Straight knocked everybody out at the Palace.
I'm talking about he on at the Lakers. I'm like, did my man just get with Kobe?
And winning chips.
Winning
no
championships.
question.
Yeah.
So no, man, we back. As you can see, we back in the studio. For those of you watching on YouTube, man, we back. I feel like we got home court advantage, man. So I'm feeling good. No, the Super Bowl was crazy. Man, kept it light. You know, usually we have a huge party, but kept it super light. But I tell you what happened. I thought San Fran was going to win in the first half until this one moment. I don't know if y'all was watching like I was watching, but it was the end of the first half.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Bro, they had 3 timeouts.
Right.
Yep.
It was like 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And they let the clock bleed all the way
weird.
down. I said, uh-oh.
Yeah, that was
But you know what
weird.
that is, though? You playing not to lose.
Yeah.
I said
Lions.
right there.
The Lions.
There it goes.
The Lions.
There it goes.
Bro, I'm
That's
just
the
saying.
Lions' whole game
It is.
plan.
No, I'm saying, listen, it's a mentality. And they were playing not to lose. Period. You was like, all right, cool. You was happy with what was going on. And I said right there, I don't care what happened. They about to lose this game. I see you don't really want it. Not to mention you playing against an offense that's super dynamic, explosive with Andy Reid and Mahomes and them boys. You know they can put up points in the flash. You need as many points as you can get. And they show John Lynch, the GM.
Right.
He was in
In the booth, yeah.
What
Like,
in
what's
the
happening?
devil?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, you on the field? It's like, hey, Shanahan, great job, bro. But hey, if you want the chip, you gotta
go
take
get
it,
it.
dog.
Hey,
You
you
gotta
played
take
the
it.
game to win.
You play to win the game,
play
dog.
to win, bro.
So, man, last week we had pre-recorded, of course. We do that from time to time for y'all, man, because we love y'all. You know, we want to make sure y'all get a podcast. And sometimes Dr. Thomas' schedule does not allow us to catch up. So,
Not allow me to sleep.
yeah. we did not get a chance to mention Kobe. And we definitely, man, because of, we've talked about him so much on this podcast. Shout out to Tiffany who sent me and all the other super podcast fans who said, yo, y'all did a whole episode, The Mamba Decoded, episode 17, I believe. So if you want to listen to that, go back and listen to that. But we did.
It still ain't real to me though, bro. Like I'm not in there.
No,
I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like, the morning boy. I'm like, this is a bad dream. Like this ain't real. Like this don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like, no, I'm watching the stuff on TV, I'm going back to the old stuff, listening. I just can't get it in my head right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this ain't real, bro. Like, we just started 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't real, bro. This can't be real, bro. This can't be real.
Yeah, so no, man, it was and again, this ain't gonna be the sad podcast by no means. But I do think, Carl and I both got a million texts like, man, I can't wait to hear how y'all celebrate Kobe and that whole thing. Yep. But we were actually at Make Real Estate Real when the news came down. And me, Carl, and Maul just kind of looked at each other like, yo. And so it was just so surreal.
I was in L.A.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I called. You was the first person I called.
I was in L.A. and somebody hit me up. I was like, bro, I don't know why I don't know why people be on that. Like this person. And I was like, stop playing. Like I told the person, like, stop playing. Like, don't call me with that. Like, you ain't got no.
Hey,
I'm like, I'm in
TMZ.
L.A. Yeah, I'm in L.A. I ain't seen nothing on the news.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nothing. I'm like, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? And then they hit me back. About an hour later, like, yo, now it's confirmed. And I just was like, yeah.
And of course, Carl, man, I know you, like I said, we all are Kobe fans. Whether you love him or hated him, you was a Kobe fan, in that respect. Right. You have, great respect for, what he's done, as an athlete and, even after his career and things like that. But Carl, I know you've been a diehard Laker fan, as everybody who listens to this podcast know. Carl been
That's like the team with Barbados.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You know what I'm saying? The Lakers is like the team with Barbados.
Hey, and I never been a Laker fan like that until really, even with Magic, because y'all know Magic from Lansing. So, shout out to Magic. Right. So he's from Lansing, Michigan, my hometown. But I wasn't never a Laker fan back then because it was always the Pistons. It was the rivalry. Right. But then I was such a big Shaq fan. You know what I'm saying? But Carl been a Laker fan. So, Carl, I know it probably hit you a little different. And what was going through your mind?
So, like, just disbelief, of course, at first. Like, this can't be real. But, like, man, when I go all the way back, and it's funny, like, and I actually used the assessment, like, strong on this. I had, listen to what I'm saying. I had two people, right? Two people that I just knew at some point in my life I was going to meet. Two people. Y'all ready for them? Tupac Shakur and Kobe Bryant.
Wow.
That's the two people that I knew I was going to meet in life. And I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, what attracted you to them? Like, this little Christian kid growing up. Why? First of all, what about Pop got you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even, you know what I'm saying? That's not in your environment. Colby, like, what attracted to you? And I started just thinking about the assessment, Ian. It's that high D that they had. They lived. Yeah. Like, they made decisions based on, like, yo, this is what I feel. This is what I think is best for me. This is what I think is best for the people around me. I'm about to do me. Yeah. And as a high S, I'm sitting back like, yo, that's what attracted me to that. Because I'm the opposite. I'm trying to do things to make sure we all kind of, you know, and I'm going to hold back my life, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure. And it was the opposite thing. So, see, you go all the way back, man, like watching him as a 17-year-old come into the league.
Crazy.
Dude didn't even have a driver's license.
Crazy.
He in the NBA without a driver's license. And his approach to the game is just like, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how big you are. I'm about to go up. You're going to have to foul me. Like, you watch number 8, and he was just, I'm talking about ruthless, right? So that thing attracted me so much. Like, again, y'all laugh.
And y'all was probably about the same age, pretty much, right?
Yeah, he is
a year older than you?
about a year older than me. About a year older than me. So, like that's it. Like, I literally grew up watching Kobe. Like, that's my whole, like, what Jordan would have been for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I'm watching Kobe. Like, his whole life is my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, everything about him, I just was like, dude, like, I love it. And I was joking to myself, like, yo, I knew ETA was going to take me to Kobe at some point. I knew, like, we was going to get there, you know what I'm saying? But to deal with it, man, like.
We got an offer to be there. Last year, they wanted me to come to Mamba Academy and do some stuff. And I just was like, with my schedule, I was like, yo, I can't do it. Yeah, and I didn't realize. Because, again, I'm thinking, we got time. Like, I won't do it this year. Right. We'll catch it next year, the year after.
Look at Maul. Look at Maul.
Maul already shaking his head.
Well, no, but what you was thinking about, we got time. That's how 99% of the culture thinks, bro.
No question.
And people that same way, just in life, period. Yeah. Oh, man, we get a new house 5 years from now. We got time.
He just started the academy. So I'm like, I got, you know what I'm saying? New. I got some time just with CP3s. I'm like, yo, I was there, saw that one. Okay, bet. We'll get to that one, 2, 3, and
It's crazy you brought that up because when we was at the real estate conference and Carl and CJ was out there, we were in front of a property, and this was before any of us knew.
No, that was crazy.
Yeah, this was before any of us knew what happened with Kobe.
Did you watch the time?
No.
It was probably within 30 minutes of Kobe's death when you were saying that. Wow. Because they said 10 o'clock. Like 9-something PST. That's Pacific time. We were standing there 1 o'clock
during that exact time.
And I can't remember word for word what I said because, bro,
you was talking about somebody in the police.
Yeah, but it was the lady that was there, and she was just telling me like, I'm loving all of this, man. We're gonna buy real estate. But first, I'm just gonna pay off a lot of debt that I have first, and I just want to pay that debt off. And I said, how long will that take you? And she's like, well, it'll take some years. And I was like, man, you don't have time.
Yeah.
I was saying this right out there, bro. I was like, you don't. But I was like, you don't have time. I was like, the clock has started on you right now. I was like, the clock has started on us all. And the crazy part about it is we don't know how much time is left on the clock. Yeah. It ain't like a sporting event where you can see, all right, we're in the fourth quarter, we got 2 minutes left. You don't know when your game gonna end.
That's it.
You don't know when your game is going to end. And so I brought up the whole thing about a lady that worked with me. Her name was Mary Ann. And notice I said was. Her name was Mary Ann, and I swear on everything, we used to talk every day at work at the police department. And we'll be sitting there, and every day she'll know I'm going on trips, I'm on vacation, I'm going different places. And she'll say, King, where did you go? And I'll be like, I just got back from Jamaica. And she'll be like, let me see some pictures. Man, I can't wait. In 10 years when I retire, man, I'm going to get a list of these places you traveling to, and I'm going to go to these places too. Bruh, we worked together for those 10 years. It got all the way down to the last year. And I remember her saying, I was like, Marianne, how much time you got? That was the thing we used to always do. Marianne, how much time you got? She's like, oh, I got 1 month left, King. I got 1 month left.
Right.
And she was just like, man, I need those places you've traveled to. She's like, man, I'm putting it all together now. I remember when Marianne retired. I remember 30 days. So when you retire, you don't get paid your first check to 30 days after you retire. I remember her husband came up to the police department. Right? And we looking like, oh, man, that's Marianne's husband. We seen him before at different holiday functions and things. And my man came up there, and he was looking sad and everything like that. And we was like, hey, what's going on? How's Marianne doing? My man said, Marianne passed away.
Wow.
Marianne passed. She didn't even live a month after she retired
To get her check.
and she never got her check. But most importantly, she never visited those places, bro, that she was talking to me about for the last 10 years. 10 years, she was. You can't. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't put
that's
off.
visitable. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right.
Like you
That's
can
right.
visit
I'm talking
those
to-
places. Everybody doing it.
Bro, she put her life on hold,
Yeah.
bro. But her game was
But back
over.
to the middle class thing.
Yeah.
That's what we're taught. I'm just thinking like, that's what you taught. Like you're literally taught to work until you drop dead. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you got a couple years left. And Ma said something deep because Ma was like, first of all, I'm trying to hit the islands with my wife in my prime, with my bride. You know what I'm saying?
With my bride.
Hey,
When I'm
No question.
Two-piece
No
on.
question.
Hey, that's
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta look in the camera and say this.
Yeah.
Baby, I know you're gonna be
Here
bad
he
when
go
you 70 years old.
Right, but yeah, go
Hold on,
talk to him.
how you
Ma.
do it here?
I
Why
got
you always
trying to monopolize
I got you. Go for it.
I know
got you.
you're gonna still look beautiful at
Yeah.
70,
Yeah.
and you're gonna still be able to wear a two-piece.
Yeah.
But it's something about loving your wife and her youth.
That's right. That's what the Bible tells
That's
you
what
to
the
do.
Bible tells you. I knew you was gonna say it.
That's what the word said.
I knew he was gonna get it. It's something about
Said
that.
enjoy the sistering of your,
Oh,
the
the
fountain
young
of your
dope.
youth. And
The young dope. You know?
All right.
question.
All right. Yeah,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. No doubt. I feel
So,
you.
man, you gotta
Yeah.
do now,
Yeah, you gotta do
man.
it now.
Yeah.
Do now.
Do
The
it
thing
now.
about it, and that's
Yeah.
the thing, though, I love about Kobe. The thing I love about Kobe, and I ain't gonna talk about his death, and I don't know why so many people talking about his death. That man's life. Look, bro, everybody, it's two things, bro. Everybody gonna live,
Everybody
and
gonna
everybody
die.
gonna die.
Yeah.
But it's what you do in between.
Man, listen.
That's
Everybody-
gonna determine,
But everybody
bruh.
ain't gonna live. That's the problem.
Everybody ain't gonna live.
Some people gonna exist and then die.
Right.
Yeah, they not gonna
And
live.
the reason why everybody talking about him so much is
he
because of the way
lived.
he lived.
That's right.
Ho
That's
said,
right.
I'd rather die enormous than live dormant.
Bar.
So one of my clients sent this text to me yesterday. So along the whole lines of Kobe Bryant being selfish and all that, right? And I was talking to him again. He's an S. So we were talking that conversation about how like you put everybody else and you do stuff. And I was like, man, it feels and I like it feels a little selfish in my mind, right? Listen to what I'm saying. When you start thinking about yourself and I'm gonna do this for me and like, man, well, what happened to? And he sent me this quote yesterday, and I was like, man, if this ain't perfect, he said you must be selfish enough to be in alignment with your true self before you have anything to give. And I was like, whoa, like if you think about Kobe, he's selfish. No. He developed his game. He did everything he needed to do to position himself. And now you look at the legacy that he is, you know what I'm saying? You talk about live. Like I'll go on record saying, I want to say his impact in death is
no
greater
question.
than
No
his impact
question.
in life. And
No
I don't mean to be
question.
controversial, but you just see the impact on the world. I just saw Sierra showed me a image of a building in Dubai.
Yeah, they got him on there. I saw that. Yeah.
I'm talking about like a skyscraper in Dubai.
Dubai.
Purple
Right.
gold, him and Gigi on the building. I was like, yo, that is living. That's what I'm taking away from this. Like, it's time to live. You know what I'm saying?
No
So
question.
whatever you got going on, like, make sure what you say, the main thing is the main thing.
Make the main thing the
Yeah,
main
but
thing.
but back to what Maul said though, we're just not taught that in middle class. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really taught to like work, and then retirement is this thing where you like move to Florida if you can, and then you live. You know what I'm saying? And so it's different. To hear your approach and how you talk about living now. You know what I mean? Like in Maul and Camille, let me tell you something.
Oh man.
If living, I'm talking about the zero regrets whenever they go, because they've
no
been
question
everywhere
that.
and they do everything, and I understand it. And it actually, I was in here, clowning y'all about wanting to go to Fiji from Hawaii, right? And I'm like, come on. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, that's on your list.
right
like,
there.
yeah, you right there. And you
right
want to do
there.
these things and
I
live.
just
Closer
I
than
just-
you're closer than you ever be.
Bro, I
Yeah.
just want to live life with no regrets,
Yeah.
man. I just want to be able to. I done seen people at funerals, bro, where they sitting up, man. I mean, they crying, they all out, they just all over the casket, and I'm like, you ain't really crying because of the person that's in the casket gone. You crying because you didn't do for that person while you was able to do for that person. So it's messing with you. But bruh, I want to do for like Kobe don't know that he's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He don't know, but guaranteed when he was walking this earth, man, he was doing from what I see.
Oh, no
He was
question.
doing for his family. He gave 110% when he was on the court. As a businessman, as a friend,
billions. He done left money.
He impacted so many,
for
dog.
generations to come.
Right. So, man,
changed
it's a
the
celebration.
WNBA.
Right.
Like, my man changed the WNBA.
Crazy.
Like it was he was so intelligent and was so about legacy, Maul, that he knew his daughter was going to play in the WNBA. He got involved in the WNBA.
About 10 years early.
So that by the time she got there,
Setting it up.
it could be, you know what I'm saying? And so his influence, not only on the people who play the game, but the influence on the people who own the game, that now a week or so ago, women starting to get paid, not what they're worth, but way more than what they were getting before. And he was influential in that, you know? So, man, it's just so many people. I'm like.
You had a different take on it, your sermon this weekend. Won't you enlighten the people who?
Because you know how I am. I had so much more to give, and
I was going to ask you which part too.
part?
No. I mean, any of the parts that you feel like talking about. But I mean, it was, I actually came in on the end of it. Trey had a basketball game, so I came in and heard, the last pieces. But obviously, you preached about it. So I mean, give us the.
Yeah. Well, for me, man, the thing that blew my mind about this kid is just how obsessed. He was, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm at a place in my life right now, like when I go to the store and different places, I just be wanting to throw up. Like I just don't even want to go out the house no more. I'm
Straight
like,
up.
average is like it's on an epidemic. It's on the all time high. You know what I'm saying? I'm like
average and Corona,
bruh. I'm like, bruh. I'm going to stores like, yo, do you want to work or do you just want money? Like. What are you here for? Like
just showing up.
What and the thing about Kobe that and again somebody asked me what I thought about Kobe. I said, bro, go to my old episodes, like go to the mixtapes. I ain't wait for Kobe to die to talk about Kobe. I've been talking about Kobe. But
for those of you who want to know, it's on Heart of Detroit.
Yeah, go back and listen, bro. But I was just tripping on like, yo, this dude took pride, and I was saying to a group of people in Vegas Mall. Y'all all probably too young to know about this, but I remember going to the grocery store for my grandma, bruh, and y'all might, laugh of like, lying again. How do we know? Bruh, I used to go to the store for my grandma, and I ain't had to get the people no money, bruh.
Facts.
It's IOU, bruh.
Facts.
I just be like, yo, my grandma said she'll pay you Tuesday.
Yep.
Flat out. I tell my man it's Wednesday. My grandma says she'll pay you Tuesday. What she want? She wants some bologna, milk, eggs, and bread. And he like, all right, bet. I come back, boom. Here go, my grandma told me to give you this.
Yep.
Gave him a couple extra dollars. And I just was like, yo, we couldn't do that now. You can't do that now, bruh. And you can't do it because it can't be done. You can't do it because people don't have integrity no more. Like, people trying to get over now. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we can't even do that kind of stuff. And it was like, I just remember back in the day, it was just pride. People took pride in what they do. Now, I'm not going to say no names, the bucket. See, I promise you, see, people be calling me all the time like, was you talking to me? Was you talking to me? Look, bruh.
Yes.
Bruh.
If you have to ask.
Yeah. Yes, he said yeah.
Yes. Because nobody who I wasn't talking about don't ever ask me
bruh, it blew my mind, right? So watch this. This is what I love about Kobe. So I'm at one of the biggest financial institutions in Georgia, bro. I promise you, outside of Coca-Cola, can't nobody get with them, and they probably bigger than Coca-Cola. So they got an event. We at the hotel, the Marriott, right? Oh, bruh. See, I'm about to, bruh. Let me just say Happy Black History Month first. So nobody think, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody think I'm tripping. Happy Black History Month. But there was a
very Black History Month.
I'm talking about very, very Black History Month. There was a minority-owned audio-visual company. This is probably one of the biggest, not the minority, but the company I was working for. I don't even want to say their name. Huge. Bruh, I did an intro video that the sound came on, but the video didn't move. It was stuck. So my man was like, yo, I promise you we do got a video, right? And and it took another 3-4 minutes. I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, just cut it. I'm good.
Yeah,
He's like, no, let's keep going. We finally kind of got it more. And I was like, yo, I'm not trying to be funny. All you do is audio visual. That's all you do.
He don't speak.
Look, bro, and look, I need y'all to hear me. I almost don't. Hey, I'm so emotional. I almost don't want to be on this podcast because I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way.
No, let it go. Get it out.
All you do is audio visual. They hired a minority company, gave a minority company a shot. You got the number. First of all, when I was about to say her name, but when one of the Big Dogs was speaking and she was presenting, I could hardly hear her mic. Like I had to strain to listen to it. Then I got up, my stuff didn't work. Didi was like, yo, your mic was low. I was like, yo, bruh, all you do is audio visual. And we be the first ones mad. We be the first ones talking about this ain't right and that ain't right. You had a chance to work for one of the biggest companies in the world. You claimed to be audio visual, and when it was showtime, and that's what I loved about Kobe, bruh. Like, Kobe was obsessed. He took pride in his craft. So it had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with championships. My man just took pride, like, and was super obsessed. Watch videos. And he was talking about back in the day when it was like VHS, and they had to bring a TV upstairs. And I'm just like, yo, and if it's one thing I want to say, y'all, yo, for real, you are every human, I don't care what you say, you are going to get an opportunity. That's not the problem. The average human, you're not going to get to the level you want to because when you get that opportunity, you take it for granted. Or I don't know what you take it for, but it's like, yo, if you do audio visual, bruh, if you got to hit my thing 80 times the night before to see if it worked, like put it on silent and you and your homies keep playing it while the other people are talking. But like, yo, and Cole was obsessed. Like when he put on that Laker jersey, he was like, yo, I'm a Laker. And if it's one thing I admire about him, that's it, bro. It's like I was telling somebody the other day. Stop saying because you did it 567 times, you own that. Oh, I did it 5, like act like you did it for the first time every time. And every time Kobe played, it was like his first time. And I tell people, when I get on the mic, bro, I swear to you, Maul, it's like I've never done it before, bro. Like I just did like the second one, I think, for this company that I was doing some work for, a mutual company. And bro, they was like, the last one, I was like, bro, don't nobody care. The people in this room wasn't even at the last. Don't nobody care about that. I'm about to get up here and I'm about to murder y'all. Didi was like, they didn't seem like they were clapping. They didn't seem like they was in it. I was like, Didi, I don't care. I could care less what they say, what they think. I'm about to murder these jokers when I get up there. I finished. People saw me in the hall, whatever. One older white male, he must have been like 62. He said, I've been in this company for 24 years. I've never heard nothing like that before. Wow. That's the best speech I ever heard. And I told my wife, I ain't bragging. I ain't on none of that. I'm just on. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make you go, okay, you say he number one. Now this is why. And so if the one thing I love about Kobe, every night was a new night for him. Every night was a game he never played. Like he never went, this is a whack team or this is a good team. He'd score 61 on the Raptors, 81 on the Lakers. He said his favorite game was Boston. He said I beat KD. That's his name, Kevin. KG. I beat KG. I beat Rondo. I beat Paul Pierce. Like he named him. He said Ray Allen. He said I beat all 4 of them. You feel me? So Kobe would kill the Madison Square Garden. He'd go beat them. He'd go beat the Celtics, whoever he played. And I just want to encourage somebody. You know that you're gonna get an opportunity to do something. You know people are gonna entrust you to do certain things. Do it like this your last time. Do it like it's your first time doing it and like it's your last time doing it. Do it like you ain't never done it before and do it like you may never get to do it again. And I'm telling you, if you do it like that, oh, I promise you, it's going to be magical. But what you got to stop doing is having these high highs and the low lows. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something. Whatever that company was, and please don't get mad at me, company. Whatever y'all name is, don't get mad at me.
We just call them company.
Whatever your name is.
Happy Black History Month.
But can I say this to y'all? I truly believe they got hired because at some point, somebody saw the work that they did, and it was excellent. Somebody hired them because they saw the work they did and was like, yo, these boys fire. But when they hired them and they turned the joker on, they weren't fired that day. And so all I'm saying is this. If you average, be average all the time. If you good, be good all the time. If you great, be great all the time. But don't show me great one day and then give me average another day. Like, don't show me phenomenal. Don't let me hire you. Don't let me draft you as phenomenal and then I come and you Sam Bowie. You know what I'm saying? Like you messed up my draft pick. Don't let me hire you. And I don't want, give me some other names, first rounders that just didn't cut it. But
let's not do that because then when we see him, it's odd when we see him in person.
Right.
Shout out to Reggie Bush. Hey,
Reg, don't do that. Hey, Reg, I ain't say that, Reg, because you know I'm going to see you and you know you going to be looking at me crazy.
Hey, Reggie Bush, my dude. Bruh. Why did Reggie kick it with us for about an hour? Bruh, I promise you, we all sitting around like this, me, E, Reggie. We talking for about an hour. I'm talking about cool, everything, beautiful. Reggie was like, hey, I heard what you said about me on that video. He was like, what? Which one? He was like, how you said when I went from USC to the league, I wasn't as sweet as I was. He was like, oh, no doubt.
No doubt.
So now, but here go the thing. Back in the day when he was just talking, nobody cared who he was.
Now it matters.
Right. Now I be looking like, E, you probably had to see my man at the airport, and he got something to say.
So I'm just saying, whoever picked MJ, they grateful. Whoever recruited.
Yeah. I want to talk. I want to delve into that though for regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like no. Hear what I'm saying. You are top of the world in what you do, right?
Now.
Yeah. You know what? Even like energy wise, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna just be real. Maul says sometimes like he not used to being around E. He like, bruh, E is a machine, like on a whole nother level. And so I guess what I'm trying to say for you, E, like walk us through that highest level elite like mindset when you wake up daily. Do you have to tell yourself? Are you on autopilot now because you've done it at such a high level? Does Kobe wake up? Did he wake up every day and go, all right, today is the day? Or did he just train his body to respond like that in those moments? Because I'm gonna be real. I try to be the layman's on the podcast. I got days where I wake up and I'm like, bro, the kids had their feet in my face last night. I wasn't sleeping good. My shoulder messed up. I might have just woke up on the wrong side of the bed where I don't necessarily feel like grinding and I do have to charge myself up and I do have to like, all right, let's go. Like that's why I'm always sending you pictures. You know what I'm saying, at the gym. I'm like, dog, I'm in here even though I don't feel it. Like I don't feel it. I don't feel like it. Nothing. And I'm pushing myself. But I know for me, one of the things that I have to do, because again, I don't just wake up at 3 o'clock ready to attack the world. That's not me. But what I have to do is I have to throw routine in it. Yeah. Because I won't, left to my own devices, I'm not going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. Like, I ain't never woke up like, bet, let's go. No question. So I have to say it's a non-negotiable. So I'm just wondering for you now, like, and not even working out or nothing like that, but just even like with your speaking or with your dedication to the craft or like, just the amount of work that you put in, is it something now that you feel like, man, I've done it for so many years, I'm on autopilot? Or for somebody who, for real, they don't wake up geek like that, how do they develop that mindset? Because it seemed like Kobe, like you said, he going against Sacramento. Right. They 3-50, and he out there like, I will break you off, like for real. And that's a different mentality. And I'm gonna be real, bro. My dad used to be pissed back when I played football. My best games were against the best teams. Right. Bro, we'll play the whack teams. I was like, I'm not interested. Like, I couldn't get as hype. Right. I'm just being real. Like, I'd be out, we playing, Waverly or something. I'm like, oh, okay, we about to win by 50 regardless. I can't even drum up that same kind of energy for Waverly as I can if we playing East Lansing or Grand Ledge or a team that I know is going to give us a big challenge. So how do you develop the mindset?
Yeah, no, so first of all, you just said something that was deep. So I'm going to just say, the one negative thing that I felt like with the Kobe situation was people were able to hug their wife and their kids in the way they didn't 3-4 days ago. You feel me? So it's like you made the Kobe thing make you do that, but it wasn't really the Kobe thing that made you do that, because some people saw the Kobe situation, it didn't move them like that. So it was something about the Kobe thing that made you go like, yo, for real, like let me stop and let me appreciate my family. Like, and I'm not mad at it. I was grateful. I told you I got more texts than I had ever gotten before, and I'm an emotional creature, so I love it. I'm relational. I was eating them all up, like, praise God. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But what I had to stop and tell a couple people was, you let the Kobe situation do that to you because it's in you. You just don't know how to do it on your own. You feel me? Like, the same thing that Kobe did for you, it's in you, so you could flip that switch if you wanted to daily, but you got to wait for Kobe to make you flip that switch. But actually, Kobe's death didn't make you do that switch. You have that switch inside of you. You just need something external to get you going. And what I learned a long time ago was I could be my own switch. like I could wake up every day and go, today the last day. This the last day you're gonna see Didi. This the last day you're gonna see Jalen and Jada. This is it. So so how you want to leave the relationship with Boog, what you want to tell him today, like, yo, I wake up every day like, yo, Boog about to get married. I may not make it to the wedding. What do you want to tell my man as a father and a husband? Got it. Okay, Jada about to graduate. And what would you tell Jada if this was your last day? I swear to you, I wake up every single day and go, yo, E, if this is the last one, how you want it to go down? If this is your last speech.
So you literally think that?
Every single day when I wake up.
Let me ask this. How do you balance that, though? Because I'll be real. I don't just tell them all. Like, now I'm trying to fight not being fearful about life.
No, I'm not fearful at all. I'm not scared. I'm going to die.
That anxiety.
You know
no.
I'm serious because I'm thinking the same thing.
No, I was on the plane. I told them I was on the plane.
I'm not scared.
I was on the plane here, and I ain't never been nervous on no plane. Like, since I first started flying, bro. I promise you, I felt like a different level of butterflies. You know what I'm saying? I've flown a couple times since the Kobe thing, and I'm like, dog, I'm with you, Carl. I'm trying to get that out of my mind, like that anxiety.
Literally, don't get it out your mind, though.
Thinking the way he's saying, it takes away the fear.
Yeah, I ain't scared.
If you really think about it. I told y'all.
Yeah, but not if okay, the focus is on life and not death, but then you think about this could be my last day. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the beauty of it, because if you are going down in the plane or whatever it is, you thinking to yourself like, man, if this is the last, I told my family every day I love them. I kissed my kids already. I've done this every single day. I ain't got to get my business in order. It's already in order. Bro. I told y'all, like, that's something that I use as a police officer, and I mentioned this on a podcast before. For a couple years, I rode on the meat wagon. Yeah. That's the paddy wagon with the police department. Whenever somebody gets shot and killed, somebody die prematurely or whatever, they will have the paddy wagon come pick the body up. And so I had the misfortune and the blessing to see people that didn't know that they were going to pass away. And so that did something inside of me where it was like, man, bro, all of these people that I put in body bags over the last 2 years, none of them knew that they were about to die. Because I didn't go to people in the hospital sick.
No, right.
I got the people that actually was out here living. And they put they put their clothes on that day. They put makeup on. They had money in their pocket, movie tickets. They didn't know that they were going to die. So I said, man, I'm going to take this. And so 99% of people don't know they're going to die when they die.
Right. Even when you die, you don't know.
And so what I started saying to myself is that, man, it's not, who cares how a person dies? It's not about how you die. It's about what you're doing while you're alive. So I started taking that mindset and I started saying, man, every single day I'm going to wake up with a passion. I'm going to kiss my kids. I'm going to cover them. Every single day, I'm going to tell my wife I love her. It does something where if anything did happen to me, they know. It ain't no question.
Yeah, but it's to your point, though, Maul. Me saying this could be my last day, it ain't my last day because I'm saying it's my last day. So I ain't feeling funny because I'm like, I don't get to decide when my last day is or not. God gets to decide. But I wake up with, yo, this could be my last day. That's my thinking, see, when I get up. Not my thinking throughout the day. Right. Like, I ain't thinking at 12 I'm about to die. But when I get up in the morning, I'm like, yo, E, this could be it. Yep. How do you want this to end? Like, if it end today, what do you want to happen today? This could be your last speaking engagement. Like, yo, for real. Wow. And I do think about this every day. Yeah. The DOC. Like, I always tell y'all, I actually thought, and I know, you know, LA folks could debate me, but I thought the DOC at the time was just as gifted as Eazy-E, just as gifted as Dr. Dre, just as gifted as Ice Cube, but he got into a car accident. He ain't dead. My man's still alive right now. The DOC's still alive. He just got into an accident that took his voice. And so his one gift that he had, that whenever he went in the studio, bro, that was his last time in the studio. Yeah. He couldn't do it. And so I always think, E, what if you get into a car accident? Or what if something happens to you and you lose your voice? These people will be able to say, this was the last time we heard E. And I would hate for it to be said that that was an average presentation. I want people to be like, yo, that last one E did, oh, E went out with a blaze. So I wake up every single day and I think about, okay, this could be my last day. You know, this could be my last speech. This could be my last time with my son. Meaning that Jalen could die. Right. Meaning that Jada could die. Yeah. Like Gigi, a lot of people talking about Kobe, but Gigi died. This could be my last day. And here's what I always ask myself. if you knew it was a person's last day or last year, how would you spend it? Like if you knew Didi was not going to be here but another 3 years, I bet you we wouldn't be wasting our time cleaning the house. I bet you I wouldn't be arguing with her. I bet you I wouldn't be on bills. If I knew she only had 3 years to live, somebody told me, God said, Eric, Didi only has 3. Bruh, we be vacationing. Bruh, we be having worship, bruh. We go to the best restaurants.
And that's what you're doing right now, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying only because in my mind I keep saying I
Very
can
middle
lose Didi
class,
at any
by the way.
point.
Exactly.
You feel me? I can lose Didi at any point.
That's why I said it's a blessing.
But I'm saying when you think, I'm scared, of average people thinking. When you think this person's gonna be around forever, you don't treat them the same way. When you take people for granted that they gonna be here, that they gonna be here the next 10 or 20, you say, well, you gonna beat it. Man, let me tell y'all, Maul, bro, and this is hard. So C hit me and was like, well, I thought okay, so you know me, bro, I'm a high I, so flight attendant. So I'm not, C like we're gonna be here at 11. So I'm thinking we're gonna start 11:45. So he was like, we gotta get Maul. So it's like 2. So then he hit me. I'm like, shoot, he hit 2:05. I'm thinking you ain't gonna be here to 2:30. So it's like, all right, see, I'll be back at like 2:10. I went to go get Didi food. Bruh, why am I at the church, bruh? I'm at the church. Didi called me. Where you at? I'm like, I'm about to be at the church. You said you wanted Indian food. I went to go get it for you. She's like, oh, about that. I'm at home. I'm saying, you where? She's like, I'm at home. So I was like, okay, so what you want me to do? Ma, I swear on everything I love. Didi was like, whatever you want to do. You want me to come back and get it? Or you want to bring? I was like, you know what? As much as I want to get there and start on time, if I knew that Didi only had a few days to live, I wouldn't even think about this podcast like that. I'd go get my wife her food and then come back. And Didi was like, no, whatever you want to do. I was like, no. I'm about to bring you the food, right? Why? That's wrong that you put me in a situation. You should have just stayed at the church. You feel what I'm saying? But Ma, when you think differently, like, and I had to stop and think, like, you know what? You might think that's an inconvenience now, but it was an inconvenience when she was on the table about to have both of your kids and she could have lost her life. It was an inconvenience when you was homeless and a high school dropout and she still dated you. It was an inconvenience when she had to get the first house because your credit wasn't good enough. It was an inconvenience, and it put it in perspective. And that's all I'm saying. A lot of us are average, not because we're average, but we're average because our perspective is average. They gonna be here. We got time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get to it tomorrow. And to C's point, I bet you if San Francisco could do it all over again, I bet you they would have taken that drive serious. You feel me? They would have taken it serious. But the perspective was, it's a tie ball game.
We get the ball back.
And we got a whole nother second half. We got a whole nother second half.
We got time.
We got time. And that's what we do, Ma. And I promise you, I'm not doing that no more. Here's the other thing. Man, C said something deep. He said, for the higher teams, he could get up. For the lower teams, I'm telling y'all what I'm realizing.
That was when I was young.
Yeah.
I'm getting up for every podcast now.
I got you.
I'm here to pie.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, to C's point, hear what he said. He had the power to bring that all out with the best because he wanted to show them. But when it was with the weak, he was like, come on, yo, whatever. And I'm just saying, we do not have to wait for external circumstances to happen to give us that internal reaction.
I used to think E was nuts. Bro, I'm talking, I think I told this story before, but me and E went, I promise you, we went to Australia. Listen, if you ever been to Australia, the flight is like 75 hours. Bruh, I promise you, we went to Australia for 2 weeks. Bruh, I was so ready to get home. We got back from Australia after I don't even know how long it took. We went to Cali first, then another 5 from Cali here. Bro, we landed at the Detroit airport. It must have been about like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Bro, I'm driving, of course. We going to my mom and dad crib. I'm just have him drop me off. He gonna go home. Bro, we are about 10 minutes from Lansing. His phone rings. And dude like, hey, remember that football camp I was telling you about? He's like, yeah, it's starting right now. We was just hoping you come up to the field. Bro, I can't even see. My eyes like bleeding. Bro, we ain't showered. Bro, I'm talking about funky.
Too.
Bro, I was like, and you know how you hear somebody talking, and you like, okay, please no,
Don't do it.
And I just see him going down the LCE like, now where is it? I said, oh Lord, please. And then I can't just be like, hey, drop me off and go back.
No question.
I'm the right hand.
No question.
So I hear him like, what time? Right now? Oh yeah, the whole time I'm like, E, please, God, no. Bro, I'm literally like, no, don't do it. Bro, so of course, he hang up. He like, hey, C. I said, where are we going? He was like, Gardner. So we go to Gardner Middle School. We get up to Gardner Middle School. Bro, when I tell you, they all about Trey age. It's a football camp for 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds. Bro, so we get there, boom. We walk up to the field. I'm like, E, give these little boys a hot 3-4 minutes, pump up, repeat, let's go. Bro, he did about 1 hour and 10.
I love it.
Bro, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Dog, I couldn't even stand up. I just sat in the grass with the kids. And I'm talking about sweating, going hard the whole, and it was like, seriously, you have moments where you look and you like, okay, he's not human, and I've had a few of those. And I looked at E that day and I was just like, oh, okay, that's something different right there.
What he not saying, Maul, is he said, I'm going to make you a household name. Man, I don't know if y'all know how hard that is, bruh. Like, do you know how many people sit around and talk about what they gonna do, bruh? Do you understand? Like, no, listen to me very closely, because y'all out here, listen to me. It's a lot of y'all that put forth effort, like, and you putting forth a lot of effort. I see you, like, you ain't playing with it. Like, you really trying. It takes another level of, like, execution, bruh. C said, like, yo, we gonna make you a household name. Bruh, do you realize what's synonymous with household name is financial freedom? Like, yo, bruh, we don't got to go to nobody's job. We get up when we want to, go to sleep when we want to. Bruh, our ancestors, bruh, fought for that. Like, they dreamed of that. So I'm saying to C, like, yo, you did it. You made me a household name. I can't act like I'm not a household name now. Like, I'm a household name now. Like, bruh, I'm about to buy a crib in Cali. Like, I didn't even know what was up, bruh. I was telling people, they're like, where you moving to? I don't know nothing about California. I tell them where I'm moving. They like, you moving to that part? My man was like, yo, do you know that's like, it's the 2 of the nicest places in the world to live. That's like number 2, bruh. I'm like, what? He was like, bruh, that's number 2. Bruh, you think I'm about to stop? You think I'm about to start? If I was going to sleep in, I was going to sleep in when I was 495th speaker. Now that I'm number 1, bruh, it ain't time to sleep in. That's what I'm trying to say, more.
And that
like,
was that Kobe mentality
yo,
for real.
Bro, I'm just saying the life that we live right now. It's people like got shot and killed for this life. You talk about Black History Month. There were people who was no disrespect to me, C. Carl. There was some cats in the Harlem Renaissance that would run circles around us, bruh. Circles. Them dudes had on suits. They had to go to Harvard, Yale, Princeton, whatever. Bruh, these kids, Booker T. Washington had to walk like 200, 300, 400 miles to get to Hampton University. My man had to clean that joker 3 times before they would let him into the. Bruh, we on a podcast. Live it like flying first class, bruh. Somebody said to me the other day, okay, E, you spoke in the D, Michigan, then you flew to Cali. That Sunday you spoke. You got up and went to Vegas. You spoke in Vegas, came back to Cali on Tuesday, Wednesday. Then you flew to Atlanta Thursday. Then you got up and flew to Seattle, Washington on Friday. Then you flew back to Detroit and spoke. And bruh, I stayed up the whole day. They was like, what?
Then preach Saturday morning.
Bruh, I said, Ma, that's a privilege. Like, yo, Martin Luther King was putting in that kind of work, and guess how much he got paid? Zilch. And then they took my man life for doing it. They took his life, bruh. They shot him dead. They shot Malcolm dead because of what they were doing. And I'm getting likes? Bruh, I'm flying first class, 5-star hotels. Have you lost your mind? I told my wife, as long as they calling, I'm coming. As long as they calling me and want me to speak, bruh, I swear I'm coming. And so, she said it. We're going to be a household name. Here's what a lot of y'all do. You finally got there and now you tripping. You finally got a little money and now you getting lazy. If you was going to be lazy, you should have been lazy when you was lazy. You feel me? Now that you've made it, y'all, bro, every gig I do, y'all, is taking us to another level. So I don't do videos. I don't have the mind of CJ. All I do on this team is one thing, and that's speak. That's all I do, bruh. And I'll be darned. I want to say something else.
Say it. Let it ride. It's 2020. Come on, it's 2020. Let it ride.
I want to say something else, but I'm going to say this. I will not be the weakest link. I will not be responsible for us not living this life. CJ mama won't come to me, Carl mama won't come to me talking crazy about, well, y'all made it, but now it look like you getting lazy. I promise you it won't be on me, Maul. So for those of you who are listening, you have the opportunity to do, the mumble mentality is not the most skill. The mumble mentality is every opportunity that I get, I will take each one of them serious because this is the only one you've ever had. I have never been asked to speak to, what was it? And we so big time, see, Northwest Mutual gave me 4 opportunities, Maul, at $50K. I couldn't do the third one because it was in South Carolina. It was in competition. What a life, bruh. It was in competition to a company we got. Yeah. So I couldn't do it. Imagine that. I had to tell them I couldn't do it because of a company I own. No. And so every opportunity you get, don't you play. So again, no disrespect, but the audio visual, they had probably done so many, they had got so many checks that all they did wrong was, and it's not to their discredit, but they was like, I'll hit the button like I always do. I'll raise this like I always do. And they didn't take it serious, and as a result, I'm sitting there, and the only thing people are going to remember about them is you had the #1 motivational speaker in the world, and you couldn't get the video audio right. I don't know if they're going to hire him again or not. That ain't my business, but I'm just telling you, each opportunity you get, it's either going to give you another opportunity or it's going to strip you from the one that you got.
But you know what's crazy? They probably wouldn't even hurt. Because you talking about Kobe, it's funny, you know, of course, everything on TV been Kobe. Yeah. You know what I didn't realize? I got you. We got 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
I got you. Yeah. So, you know what I didn't realize? Like, and Carl probably know, but, you know, a lot of stuff, you know, coming back to your memory. Bro, when he lost to the Celtics, now, mind you, he already had, what, 4 chips?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Bro, he was crying. Yeah. Like, on the court. Yeah. Like, I'm talking about dapping him up for sure, showing love and whatever, but my man is crying. Yeah. No disrespect, but it was cats on the team who wasn't crying.
Right.
And Kobe was putting up numbers every night. Yeah. My man probably missed every shot he took, and he was like, bruh. I'm like, wait a minute. Wow. You need to be crying because you was out there on trash.
And you may not be back on the Lakers.
Watch this. Actually, see, I'm going to say the opposite. The reason why you ain't crying because you ain't put into preparation like
that's
that.
Why. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, question. Like you ain't have as much on the line.
This week I was thinking about extreme execution. I was like, you know what? We missing extreme preparation. Like we missing extreme preparation because all the opportunities you're talking about, you can't execute if you ain't prepared.
If you ain't extremely
so the amount of it, again, we ain't got to go into that.
Carl back now. Carl back now. It took you a minute to get into your groove, but you back now.
Let that groove.
You know what I'm saying? It's all right. Carl back. Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm just saying,
welcome back,
bro. Welcome back.
Everybody knows Kobe and his work ethic, like insane. Absolutely. But that's what makes it so deep. Good. Yeah. He gonna cry at every loss. You talk about that heading to lose. The reason why you hit it is because if you put that level of work in, dude, 3 o'clock in the morning, you on a helicopter going, you know, you doing all of that to put work in.
And went to church before.
All of
preparation,
that.
Bro.
But did y'all hear why he said he start flying in the helicopter?
Absolutely. Save time with his family.
Crazy.
And that's the whole thing, too.
Extreme preparation for your family, too.
Exactly. Yep. For your family, for every business you have. A lot of people, they're able to just go ahead and not care about stuff because, like you said, Carl, they don't care. They didn't put in that preparation. So, therefore, they don't value it as much. But when you prepare for someone, you put time in. My wife, I'm not so easy to walk away from her.
Absolutely.
Because I put time into this. I invested into my. It's a lot that went into it.
Walking away quick.
They walking away, dog. They just walking away just because they had a little argument.
Come out of here.
Yeah.
Bro, what? Yeah. You walking away from your children. You okay with another man taking care of your kids. Because you didn't put nothing in as a father. You ain't spending no time with your children. So you okay with that another man taking care of your kids.
Hold on.
Oh, man, bro.
It's out of here. It's getting hot in here.
Hold on.
Hey, even with your body. You okay with picking up some weight.
Oh, no questions asked. No questions asked.
You okay.
Now he on my block. He done got personal. He done got personal now. All on my love. I done want a boost today. I need boots. Wait till I get the Timbs.
Hey, you better get some steel toes. Cause he all over them toes.
All over these toes.
Hold on, bro.
Oh, that's the truth,
Hold
boy.
on.
You watch what you eat
No,
when
I'm
you
just saying, when I work out, yeah, no question. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I got the father. I'm a father. I got the father.
Like, it ain't no dad bod.
I'm
It's
serious.
a figure.
What was it? This month, I told myself 25 out of 31 days,
Yeah.
I do an hour
Yeah,
workout.
you did, too.
And I promise you, bro,
Yeah.
I ate differently.
Yeah.
Why? Because I was like, yo, it don't make sense to do that and do this.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I still, ate.
Oh, no,
but I
it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It make perfect sense.
Hey,
but
that
You know what I'm saying?
meme that you put the other day.
Yeah,
talk
bruh.
about that.
Oh, bro, can we show? We should be able to show that meme,
Yeah,
right?
we should be able to
We could be
put
able
it
to
in.
show it on
Just
YouTube.
remind me,
so,
yeah.
so it's these two dudes, right, doing construction, right? So I don't know what do you call
Wheelbarrow?
the wheelbarrow? So so it's got the big pile of dirt. So one dude is at the wheelbarrow, right?
Yeah.
And the other dude is a little bit away by the heel, and so he grabbing the dirt and throwing it in the wheelbarrow. The dude in the wheelbarrow taking that joke.
Put it out.
You know what I'm saying? But he don't know that he doing it.
Yeah.
He just like boom, boom. And my man like, and I was just saying,
Yeah.
in different aspects of life, that's what we doing. One hand we digging and putting it in, but with another hand we digging it and taking it out. You know what I'm saying? And so we mad at everybody else, but the reality is we digging in, we digging out. And I was just saying, like, stop being selfish, stop being self-centered, like, and think about what you're doing. Make sure the things that you're doing are building you up and not tearing you down. But I'm gonna show the video. It's hilarious, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Where we go from here? So we got 5 minutes. Where do we go from here?
just trying to let that breathe. No,
That's deep, Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see cats, man, walking away from their wives, walking away from their children,
Yeah.
and I can't understand it. I'm like, bro, this is you.
Yeah.
This is you, your
Yeah.
flesh and blood. How you just so quick to walk away from your children?
Yeah. I was in that room, though. You're right. It starts there, Ma. Like, I was in the room when both were born. I made a commitment that I'm not going to be speaking. I'm not going to be doing nothing. Like, I'm going to physically be here when they both were born. And just being in the room and seeing that whole experience is like, whoa. Like, that came from me and you. That. And so from that day forth, and again, no disrespect, because I know my biological father listening, so no disrespect. But for me, being in that room and seeing my son, from that day forth, I was like, yo, I couldn't imagine not being there for my man. Like, I don't care what happened between me and his mom. I would hope everything would work out. But if it don't, I couldn't imagine not being at the football games, Jada's basketball game, being at the wedding. I heard, I'm not going to say a name, but I heard somebody say that there was a family that didn't show up to a certain wedding, right? And I don't know why they didn't show up, but they didn't. And I was like, yo, I couldn't imagine as a father not being at the drivers, like, I was there when they got their driver's license. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just couldn't imagine. See, talk to us real quick about how you put pride into it, though. You played football at the highest level. You know, our brand
highest high school level.
You know what I'm saying? I already knew, though. But I already knew you was going to go to the league and not hurt yourself and been number one.
For
You would have been a number one
thank
guard.
God
out there.
That's the best thing about getting hurt. Is you can always talk about how sweet you about to be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had
You got recruited by the
I got
best
recruited.
teams. You know what I'm saying?
I was tops in the States.
But talk about even with ETA, like, just how do you, Maul said he can't believe people would do that. How do you get pride? Like, where does that come from? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think pride, to me, I think about the debt I owed to my father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, my people worked. Like, again, we talk about the blue collar mentality all the time, but that meant every single day getting up and going to work. And so I got pride in my last name. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last name means something to me. And so, to me, again, now I'm looking at my own son again, and my son is the third. It's just you got Jamal Jr. Like, I see him and I see what the lineage looks like. You know what I'm saying? So automatically, for me not to show up, what kind of example am I setting for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been talking about this for a minute, but I'm like, bruh, I told Candace, I'm like, this is the last conference he gonna miss. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And then the Kobe stuff happened, and I was like, oh, that's it.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to be here.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, if I would have passed, or if I do pass whenever that day is, I'm gonna say, oh, I didn't take him out of school on a Friday because his mama wanted him in there. And I'm like, nah, that's done. He need to be watching me from the stage. And I look, Jalen watched you, I mean, forever. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to expose. So for me, pride is just like, for real, what do you either want to continue on? And for those of you who saying my dad didn't pass me nothing and my family been toe up, what do you want to start and create? And that legacy piece is so deep. And that was the word that came out of all of our mouth when we start talking about Kobe. It was just legacy.
I think if I'm right, I think
Hold up.
got the right one.
That's
I just want to make sure.
And it's blinking.
Bro, that legacy. And the legacy, I think a lot of people, a lot of times, they think legacy is like my son, my grandkids. But when I see legacy, when I hear legacy, it means not just those that's gonna come after me, but the ones that was here before me.
No question.
I'm part of them.
No question.
The reason why they still exist today is because of the DNA I got inside of me. So every time I do something, I'm not only doing it for those to come, but I'm honoring and representing the ones that came before me.
Yeah, and so I would say to you guys, whatever you do, basketball is easier, if you will, but whatever you do professionally, try to find somebody that you look up to that came before you that was doing it and attach yourself. You feel me? So for real, when I get on stage, like I literally feel like I am the Medgar Evers, the Marcus Garvey, the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King of 2020. Like I not in terms of I'm as gifted as they are, but I'm in the same genre. Like I'm a speaker, I'm doing community service. These kids are looking to me as an influence. I'm taking responsibility, for their lives. You know what I'm saying? So we got a call we do now every Saturday, call You Ain't the Boss of Me, for kids all over the world to help them start their week off. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, you might not have your mom, you might not have your dad, or you might have them and they didn't go to school. And so we're going to share with you the things you need to do to prepare yourself. Like the videos every day. I'm taking the responsibility to put up a video. So if you ain't got no other motivation, you ain't got no other inspiration. So I want y'all to think about the arena you in or the genre you in. Look for people who did it before you and go, I'm going to be a blessing in my generation to this group of kids in the way that somebody else was, to me. So yeah, shout out to, like you said, our ancestors, and all over the world. Shout out to our ancestors all over the world.
And I got to give a special shout out to Organifi. Yes. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Organifi, the superfood green juice powder that we all rocking with. I actually got some in my suitcase over there, so we're gonna get busy on that. Appreciate y'all, fellas, man. Hey, and for real, man, love y'all. We need to say that more.
Absolutely.
We say that anyway. I say that anyway. Carl, the only one, still don't be wanting to give you the full I love you when you get off the phone.
I'm saying it more now. I'm saying it more now.
Carl, talking about 2019.
Right, there we go.
Hey, but me and E been on that. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
And
That's real.
Carl we'll be like, all right, Carl, love you. He'd be like, all right. He'd be like, hey,
what's crazy?
Hey, love you.
It's crazy. Bro, I had to get used to it. I'm saying just amongst brothers.
Right.
In Chicago, we say, I did.
One love.
But then when I remember C, I think C was the first one. C was like, man, love you, bro. And I was like, all right. And then I went and I started saying, and then I remember E was like, man, all right, man, love you. I think we was all on the phone. He said, man, I love y'all, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, okay. I was on the phone with your dad
So
yesterday.
they all do this.
Check it out. Then I was on the phone with your dad yesterday.
Oh, yeah, Pops.
And then I got off the phone with Pops. And then right when I was about to get off the phone with Pops, he was like, man, I love you. And I was like, man, I love you, Pops. I love you. So now I got it.
Hey, E, we got to get him Chuck level next.
Chuck
gonna kiss you.
Chuck, I ain't ready for that.
We don't like the Italian boy.
Chuck got a beard.
Yeah.
We can't.
But I always say, if you go back and watch Godfather,
no doubt.
You'll be okay with it because they was doing it.
Yeah.
Hey man,
y'all. I love y'all though.
Hey, y'all came back with an excellent showing today. I'm proud of y'all.
Let's go.
Let's keep it up next week. Carl is back.
I don't know when I'm allowed to. I'm gonna pay for advertisement now. I got my own.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
At some point, I want to get.
Hey, see, I ain't seen the check yet.
Organifi didn't see y'all a check for 60 days, but y'all gonna put press on me off the cuff.
Hey,
Organifi didn't come for 60
he never
days.
can't find that wallet.
Hey man, I don't know, man. Make Real Estate Real might be able to start doing some
Let's
stuff.
go. I said I'm gonna start sponsoring.
Let's go.
Sponsor.
That's what I meant to say too. This ain't no advertisement, but man.
DC?
Oh, Maul.
Talk to I wasn't there. Talk to
Bruh,
him.
Maul had his first conference outside of Chicago teaching the real estate.
Yeah.
Bro, that thing was life-changing. And I'm talking about, like, the real estate information was incredible. And people
on,
left
give me
out of there.
something, Maul.
It's
Come
already
on.
people investing and doing
Maul,
their
give me
thing.
what you gave 'em.
But let me tell you something. Maul, and I mean this, I watched it with my own 2 eyes. And when I tell you he is next up in terms of just speaking, period. Not even on no real estate. That's a given. Maul know that like the back of his hand, and he teaching people how to do it. Bro, when I was watching you on stage, bro, I was just blown away.
God.
And I'm seeing people like at a real estate conference, literally learning real estate with tears in their eyes. Bro, and Maul got a line out the door for people to take pictures. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like just to see it.
One of them called the next day.
Yeah, and I told, I've been,
Oh, no, one of them, we have worship every day, and they got on and just talked about how, first of all, they were grateful of the perks to be able to be associated so they could come.
Yeah.
First and foremost, they brought their daughter.
Okay.
And they were in tears and just saying like, yo, I got to do better. Like, yo, I deserve more. My daughter deserves more. And they were saying how grateful they were that their daughter, who's probably 20-something, got a chance to see this because they're a little older. And it's like, I'm going to do, no, they said in a year, they going to own their own property. They said in a year, they going to own their own property, bro. And they looking to do multiple ones. So, no, she was in tears, gave me the rundown on it. Then, of course, I had Tracy, like my sister there. You know, so I had a few people that was in the building who was like, bro, they was moved.
Oh, no,
but
it
I'm
was
saying
incredible.
she just made me do the sermon, repeat some of it.
Bro.
So I figured since you had to do
No.
message, you should
I
have to repeat a
FaceTime
piece
E
of
from
yours.
the joint.
Yeah,
Like,
he
dog,
did.
this is crazy. So make real estate real. When's the next one, Maul? Come on.
Hey, the next one is in Chicago, March the 27th and 28th.
Go to makerealestatereal.com.
Oh, can I say this? I'm sorry. I know we got to get out of here. So, Maul, so Jalen was training on that same day. That was, what was that, Sunday?
That was on Sunday.
Jalen was training with the Extreme Execution Online. I was doing my call. The team was doing the Extreme Execution in L.A. You were doing the Real Estate Real. And there's something that I'm missing. Something else that was going on. But, bro, it was literally 5 things going on with our company at one time, bro, on Sunday. I don't know if I told C that, but I was geeked because I was like it was the time before was like we all had to be together for one thing to move. Now we're doing multiple things on one day in different parts of the world.
It's so funny because I told E like, dog, I'm gonna make you a billionaire. All right, the household name, now it's a billionaire, and I mean that, right? And it's so funny because like in my mind, I got this like vision of E just not speaking no more, and now I said. He gonna be at every event. He got FOMO bad. He got fear of missing out. I just want you to retire, be on a yacht somewhere. I'm like, he ain't going. He gonna be right there. So anyway, man,
Mamba in.
Yeah, Mamba in.
Mamba in.
Man, prayers is still rolling. You know, condolences to not only Kobe's family, but all the families that lost their lives. And man, what better way to honor Kobe if you're a real Kobe fan? Than to, you know, start living and creating that legacy the same way he did. So
celebrate
shout out to the Mamba
that he did.
Shout out to everybody listening. Hey, shout out to, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple people, man, came up to me in the airport today.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Who you were.
Yeah, well, they just said that they, you know, they enjoyed the podcast. I appreciated that.
Household name number 2.
I was on the way to do the podcast, and people were acknowledging this. So everybody who's rocking with us, listen, man, go to YouTube. Check us out on YouTube if you like the visual. You know what I'm saying? Carl Eye Candy, he's back. So you know what I mean?
You told me to remind you also.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Yep. Follow Jamal 9 to 5 Millionaire. 925 Millionaire because everybody asked me how can we follow Jamal? They don't know where you at still, so it's 925 Millionaire. And then also go to makerealestatereal.com.
Hey, and he putting content out every day too, y'all.
The course is there. The online course is there. The meetup is there. Invest in yourself and go to that next level, man. Big shout out once again to the Black Mamba.
No question.
We out of here. We'll see you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.
You give yourself a built-in reason not to achieve things,
And that's not just Corona. That's with everything, doggone it. Like literally that can bleed over into you. You talked about muscle memory earlier, Maul, where your body knew how to, well, guess what? The opposite is also true. Your body understands how to make excuses. Your body understands how to quit. Your mind understands how to not accomplish goals. What you think happened every time you start a book and don't finish it?
This episode is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Crazy Faith, Dr. King, J. King. Boy got more shirts than Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they getting tight right now.
I see. Bro, you know they make them in a medium and a large too. You ain't got to get the small, dog. You know what I'm saying? We also got Dr. Douglas Thomas in the building. What's happening?
What up?
Back on the
missing
treadie.
the studio, bro.
And we
you
have...
know, I
know.
missing the studio on this one.
Oh, definitely
the
missing the
first
studio.
two, I was good. I was
Hey.
good on the first two, but
No.
this third one,
we'll
I'm
be
like,
back.
man.
We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back, but this temporary. I also have another studio guest.
In studio.
Yeah, who's ready. You know, he's a regular on the cast now since he don't have school in the traditional sense, so he's home.
Spring break is official.
And spring break, summer break, fall break, winter break.
All the breaks.
Hey, I said when these jokers go back to school, I don't want to hear nothing about y'all weekends off. I want you
No
in
breaks.
school through the weekends, holidays. I want you in school on Christmas Day. You come home by 3:00, we'll open presents. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I read a meme yesterday that said, I'm dropping your ace off tomorrow morning. I don't care who at the school.
Exactly. Hey,
I'm dropping your ace off.
the funniest though, why Chris put up a post and said, at this point, I'm gonna need child support from my kids' teachers.
No question. No
He said they're gonna have to start paying me child support.
No question.
All right, let's go. Without further ado, Carlos Quinney the third.
Let's go, Neff.
Get in. You gotta stay in the camera. Come on.
Hi guys, welcome to Trey's Comedy Corner.
What's up?
Welcome. Hey, what's up, man?
Why didn't the duck get on the boat?
Because he was wet. He didn't want to get the boat wet. Why?
Because it had a little quack in it.
Look, quack. Shucky ducky quack quack. Good one, Trey.
Hey, close the
Get
door.
one, Trey. Good
Hey,
one,
we
Trey.
rolling. We rolling. Yeah. Let me tell you something. He be so geeked up about them. He go tell everybody in the house.
Hey,
At
do
least
he,
he got
do
a
he
nice
watch
one.
it? Do he watch it when they come on?
Oh, are you kidding me? He like, Dad, what time the podcast come out? You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there all day watching it. All right, let me get back right. All right.
What's up?
Oh, man. Oh, how y'all feeling, man? We quarantine date 487. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me.
Ma, I'm sore. I doubled up the workouts this weekend. Like the time that I was putting in last week was probably like 30 minutes and then cardio. I doubled up on time right now and then still outside playing with the kids, Ma. So I'm hurting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm burning, but good burn.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
I'm just going in, bro. I'm telling you, for all y'all out there that have never really grasped or listened to Eric Thomas, The Resolution. It's got second, I'm telling you, it's got second wind. If you go back and listen to that, you go back and listen to the whole album, The Resolution, I'm sitting here telling you, it's got a different meaning in this day and age, in this climate, just what's going on. So even when I'm on that treadmill and talking about some, 5-6 miles a day, 5-6 miles a day, I'm like, ooh, dog, like, let's go, dog. So it's just a different beast right now, man. Just, I got that dog, just everything about it right now is hitting different right now. So the new one is tight, but if you're just looking for that workout feel, man, put on that Resolution and watch your workout go to a different level.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, dog, because when I did, the production for that and got everybody to do it, I knew people were going to be like upset at first. You know what I'm saying? Because like the way in which we delivered the first albums was so different. You know what I'm saying? Like you had full messages start to finish, and that just had a completely different hookup. And I think as time goes on, the crazy thing about that album is, like you talking about it now, I think in terms of replay value and just like drilling it in your head over and over, that one may actually take the cake just in terms of how people end up feeling, years from now and how they use it, like in fitness wise. Like, man, that should be played, and it is played in a lot of the, Zumba class and, the what you call it, bike class. I ain't never did it, but spin soul cycles.
Cycle.
Yeah, there you go. All of that, man.
I don't know what track it is, but there's a track on there where E says something about when's the last time you ever gave like your all.
Yeah.
And I remember, I ran my first adult 10-minute mile because I was listening to that track. I was on the treadmill just jogging, doing my thing. And he came on like, yo, when's the last time it was like sweat, blood? And you gave it to, I was like, dang, like,
yeah.
I went in, so no, that's real.
Hey, with that being said, keep streaming the new album. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Keep streaming the new album. Hopefully y'all getting a lot out of that. It's just been incredible reception. And again, I know it's an incredible reception when I ask people, what's your favorite track? And everybody got a different track. So it let me know that, the album is hitting, man, and y'all really enjoying it. So that is good. Things are good over this way. Again, just trying to get adjusted to a new normal. I think I've gotten adjusted with my workout routine. I feel good. I'm going crazy with it. I'm hitting 2-a-days. Like I'll do something in the morning like I usually would. And then again, you just got an overload of time that Trey will be like, Dad, can I work out with you? And he'll come up in the room. We'll start working out again. I got my bands, pretty much got everything I need, man. No excuses. So that part of it's been good. Trying to keep that diet in check, which has been, pretty easy. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But no, it's been good. I'm actually, I'm getting in the shower regularly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Candace, I should go here. Can't fair foul. Even though I was getting in the shower, which I know, E, you can speak on that because Didi called me and said, hey, somebody need to motivate your boy to get in the shower and brush his teeth. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting in the shower,
Sunday,
but
it was a Sunday, Ma.
Here go the thing.
Day of rest.
Hey, the Sunday do not discriminate against that shower. So anyway.
Day of rest, bro.
Anyway, so Candace, the other day I was resistant to it, but she ended up doing it, man, and it felt kind of good. So Candace made us all get dressed for Sunday dinner. And so like everybody had like they not best, but had to put like collar shirt on, pants, you know what I mean? The whole nine, the kids, everybody. And Pops made a big roast dinner. And we sat at the table, man. I guess she was trying to get us prepped up for Easter. You know what I mean? Because I know she's going to make us dress up again. But you know what? It actually felt kind of good. Even though I was, saying that was foul for you to make us get dressed up. We ain't going nowhere. It's just us. But she made us get all dressed up. She put her, hair together, makeup. Everybody was at the table looking good, feeling good. And it actually turned out pretty nice, man. So things are good over here. Well, school is still, school. I'm still playing the principal role. You know what I mean? So no complaints thus far. E, besides not getting in the shower much, and as much as you've been on the treadmill, you might need 2 showers a day.
I know, right?
Catch us up. I know you about whooped your daughter yesterday for trying to go get egg rolls, but other than that, what else happened?
No, for real. See, one of the things, when you spend this kind of time together,
it really magnifies, people's strengths and their weaknesses. You feel me? And I really realized, and I knew it before, but my daughter and my wife, bro, they workhorses. You know what I'm saying? Like, they workhorses, bro. And you got Dee Dee in the stall right now. She about to die. Jada, a younger version. And, bro, they want to get out. And I'm trying to explain to Dee Dee, I'm like, look, I don't really know. I can't tell you a lot. I just know what's being said on TV is they showing like a germ and how, you go to the store, you grabbing stuff, you don't know if somebody touched. You go to the gas station, like you don't know how it's getting spread.
Right.
But what we do know is if you're not touching people and what people touch, the probability of you getting it, it decreases greatly. Yeah. You feel me? And I'm just being real, bro. Like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, it was like, oh, okay, we got it, whatever. But then as you start getting deep into the, the weeks, I start hearing names that I know. People who I grew up with, people, who prayed for me and looked after me. I'm starting to hear that. And then Detroit right now, man, between Detroit and Chicago, it's really getting out of control, especially in the African-American community. So it's names, people I know. I'm not 6 degrees of separation. I'm 1 degree of separation. And I'm getting a phone call like, they got it, they're in ICU, they gone. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, we can't play with this, Jada. Stay in the house. Dee Dee, I know you guys. So Dee Dee's so bad, see, I had to look out for her. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, if you want to do the work, it's got to be in-house. She done tore the chest of drawers down, the bed down. She about to paint one of the rooms that she's been wanting to paint for a while. She got rid of the bed set. Somebody's supposed to be scooping it. I'm like, I'm going to put it, Ma. I'm going to put the stuff at the mailbox. Y'all come get it whenever y'all. But we're not going to be touching each other. I'm going to put it outside. Y'all scoop that joker, take it with you.
Yeah.
She ordered a bed. I'm like, if you order a bed, they putting that joker in the garage. We spraying it down. Ain't nobody touching it for a month. You feel me?
Right.
So it's just been, I thought that I would be the one with the challenge as an extrovert, but through stuff like this, just different things that I'm doing, I'm getting that human interaction. Dee Dee and Jada not getting that work interaction.
Yeah.
And so, last thing I let Jada do, I almost killed her, but she went on campus and got all of her stuff moved. And, she was just like, Dad, they said if you come out early, they'll give you $1,000. I'm like, $1,000? You about to have your mom catch the corona and die for $1,000? But they snuck on me, see? They didn't tell me, see? They snuck out on me. Yeah. But Jada brought all her stuff in, and literally she used that whole week to get her stuff out the truck and as a way to get up every day and have something to do. So if Dee Dee sweep the kitchen floor one more time, all the flow gonna be up off that joker.
She taking the paint up now, huh?
I'm just saying they workhorses and they ain't got no Kentucky Derby. They struggling right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Lord, please.
Yeah. Any new traditions? Any new anything else y'all implemented in the last couple of days?
Yes. So we implemented solitary, which is something I ain't never played a day in my life. So we doing a solitary, boy. And I'm like, it's 2 of us playing solitary. Only one's supposed to be playing. But I just be sitting on the sideline helping out. We do a 8:30 movie night. So 8:30, we do the movies. Jada cooks a dish at night that's like if everybody did what they supposed to do, she make like a little cheap boy. So she did an avocado egg roll yesterday. And so we had somebody go out and, you know what I'm saying, Ma? I had somebody, a concierge, a Corona concierge.
No, that's 1%.
Hey,
Man, foul. Hey.
Now, Ma, they young, strong, and live on their own. So they like, look, they out all day, every day, Ma. So I'm like, all right, you already out if you want to make a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? I got you. You feel me?
Hey,
hey, I'm laughing, man, but I shouldn't be laughing because I had Uncle Milton go grocery shopping.
And I know she got people grocery shopping at the store for him too.
Hey, Uncle Milton, he smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
So what
he
you
corona.
saying? He living on the edge already anyway. Hey, but listen, for those people who already had corona and beat it, that ain't a bad little service to start, because you can just go live your best life now.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
no question.
You at the grocery store,
question.
like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But man, no, I got you, man. So what about y'all? Anybody else do anything different?
Hey, the kids just got creative and they brought the tent. We had a tent downstairs and them jokers brought the tent up and just started camping out for a couple nights. Yeah.
Okay.
So just to switch it up.
Yeah, no, man. I've been taking this time. I got PE in the afternoon. I've been taking this time to teach Avery like how to really swim. And let me tell y'all something. I think I sent y'all the video, right? She jumping in the deep end now on her own and straight getting to the side, everything. So we trying to be productive with her. Trey been working out with me every day. Me and my wife, we still trying to find that like solo time, because you know, I'm working during the day. She got the kiddos, then we got the, you know, of course, mom and pops here. So we trying to make sure. I'm gonna try to set up like a date night in the basement or something. You know what I'm saying? Get like a little
Like Maul.
Yeah.
Like
Maul inspired me. Yeah, Maul inspired
Maul
me.
had the corona. Maul got a corona castle. He got a corona castle, boy. He got.
No, he literally does.
Corona proof.
Yeah. He got a whole...
Show that pic.
Okay.
Show that pic,
hold on.
Maul.
Let me send it to Carl. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me send it to Carl. Hey, send that pic. You got it on hand, Maul? Send it to Carl real quick. Yeah. So
send him that, Maul. Let him see the corona proof date night.
Yeah, date night all day.
They had date night on the roof. Y'all had some decent weather yesterday, huh?
Yeah, man. It was almost hit about 70 degrees.
But ours didn't look like yours. Y'all had sun all day.
Yeah, facts. We had sun, but even still, you know, we waited to the igloo. You know, had the white tablecloth set up inside of there. You know, and when you saw the picture, it was daytime.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
But you know, at nighttime, it just lights up.
Oh, you should have sent me the nighttime, boy. You played me.
Oh yeah,
I got one though.
Yeah, no,
because I put yours up on the big screen, and me and Didi imagined that we was doing it.
Exactly.
You can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, that's how you know Maul balling, when you just take his photos and live vicariously.
Yeah, no question,
You know
no question. You
what
can't,
we doing? We
you
going
can't
to the
beat
gym
them, join
this
them.
morning? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I get on my little treadmill and pretend like I'm in Maul's basement. You feel me? I just drop my little treadmill in his Planet Fitness hookup,
right?
And you know, make it work. Yeah,
exactly. So let me ask y'all this: Is it too early to go there and just start to be hard on people, or are we still, because of the corona, are we still being sensitive? I just need to know. I'm still being sensitive regardless. But I'm just saying, are we allowed to? No.
I think if you don't have the coronavirus,
I got something I got to get out, but I'm not sure if I mean, I don't got to. Oh, I do. Look, insurance bucket. Feel free to donate.
But that's the whole world now.
Fit.
That's a lot of insurance. You're doing the whole world now.
Listen, I'm about to fill this joint up today. So check this out. Okay, let me tread lightly. But I had a homie hit me up, right? And he was like, man, see, he said, man, the corona hit, and man, I'm noticing that I'm chunky. I'm getting chunky. I'm gaining weight.
Getting?
Okay.
I'm just asking, getting chunky or getting more chunky?
Let me say, come on, man. Don't egg me on. And so I had told him, I said, bruh, in the last year and a half, you've actually looked like you put on about 40. Right. So for you to put on 10 since the corona started,
yeah,
you right on pace.
It's not fair. It's not fair to the corona though. It's not fair to the corona though. It's not fair to the corona. Not fair to the corona.
The corona getting a bad rap all over the world.
Yeah, it's not good. That's not a good look on the corona.
On the corona.
Yeah.
It's your 10 pounds.
But you gotta blame something, bro. You can't blame yourself.
No, listen.
But corona no more, that's going too far.
Blame it on
anything. Hey, here we go, see, real quick.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Now check it out. Right here,
to the right. That's where the little
right.
zipper. That's the zipper board. So you know that way it keeps the clean air inside. You know, so it's kind of like the hospital thing. And so you go right in, and just in case it get a little chilly, we got the little propane heater in there for you.
Wow.
But yeah, we get the white tablecloth thing, and you know, set up the little food and the candlelight. Had a little music going on in there, man. So you know, you gotta make it work, bro.
Ma, here's the deal though. Didi asked me. Only Didi would catch this as a high C, but she noticed there was more than 2 chairs.
I just saw it. I was gonna say something. I just saw the 3 chairs.
Didi said.
What's up,
Didi
Mom?
said she was asking me what was that the servant's chair? Whose chair?
That's called kids' chairs. So if the kids want to come in there and you know they want to just hang out, if we allow them. But I think they was inside there. Yeah, they was somewhere else in the house. But yeah, man.
Cool.
So it's just a good little getaway, bro. Just a
beautiful.
You know, got a barbecue, got a gas grill up there. So you know, cook food and then brought it right out there to the table.
And where is this? I want people to know where you are, Ma.
Yeah. I'm on a rooftop deck of my house. So
beautiful. In what city? In what city?
Chicago.
Beautiful. I just want to make sure people understand, because a lot of people are saying, you know, if you live in a certain city, that you automatically have a certain experience, Ma. And I just want to make sure we clear that up. That while there are some, you know, familiar things and some challenges, you know, that do exist in cities, just because you live in Chicago, Detroit, you know, it does not mean you have to experience things like the masses are experiencing it. And I think that's important. And so to C's point, bro, super sensitive, Ma. There are people who are dying, but again, Ma, we don't have clear-cut, you know, evidence on everything. But one of the things we do know, Ma, is that it does not help or it's not beneficial if you have pre-health conditions. You feel me? So again, we're being very sensitive because people are dying. But I'm saying, I noticed that, what's my man? Chris Kuzma, I think it might be. What's my man name on CNN?
Cuomo.
He's one of the anchors.
Cuomo.
Mm-hmm. Chris Cuomo. I noticed, Ma, that he got it. He at home in his basement, and he's still working, still anchoring. You feel me? And so I'm saying that, and we don't know how it's hitting people, whatever, but we do know that there are some people who have conditions. You know, we may be overweight. You know, we may be diabetes. Like, it's just some different things that we have that don't help, Ma. And so when we've been screaming this 1%, the thing I love about having you and Tiffany and the squad with me is that we have not been overemphasizing money as the 1%. Mm-hmm. You've been telling them you get up in the morning, faith, you spend your time with God, fitness. So you haven't even put finances first, right? You ain't even put finances first as the 1%er. You never put that first. And so I'm just saying, to C's point, we got to be careful in these times, Ma, because yes, the coronavirus is real, but when the coronavirus meets us, or if it hits us, who we are and how we are plays a major part in the way that this disease is going to affect us, if that makes sense. And so I'm just looking at the crib with the same thing. You live in Chicago, not you don't live, Ma, in the suburbs. You live in Chicago, but yet on the rooftop, you got a night life with your wife with the corona-proof vest, dome boy. And so can you just speak to that real quick, Ma, because I know you in Chicago, police officer, and man, we're praying for our cops who have to be on the front line, our nurses, our physicians, everybody's got to be on the front line. But Ma, can you just speak to, you know, the severity of how two people can live in the same exact environment but have a totally different experience?
Yeah, man. Well, I think the whole thing is mental, right? So even though you still live in the same environment, you know, what's your mindset while you're in that environment? You know, just because your mindset says one thing doesn't mean, or just because your environment or the city you live in says one thing, society doesn't mean that has to be your reality with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy that, you know, when you go back to the 5 pillars that you was just talking about, you know, with the finance, you know, finances wasn't exactly about getting money, right?
Yeah.
Finances was more so about setting up your family where things happen in the world, where you're able to have the means. So like, where you never have to depend on anything. Just like right now, you know, jobs are letting people off, not because they want to, but because they have to. Right. So just because they're doing what they have to do shouldn't mean that it has to affect your family, where your whole family structure just crumbles now. Yeah. And so, you know, and that's why, you know, your health wise, that's why I was so big on the whole health pillar, because not because I just want to look good, but because if anything happens, I one time, I went to the doctor and I had to, you know, my ACL, I tore both of my ACLs. And so I know she gonna laugh, but so hey, I tore both of them. That's a whole other podcast.
After the next.
That's a whole other podcast.
This joker tried to stay in the game and then overcompensated and tore both.
So I tore both of my ACLs, and the doctor was just like, you know, he was saying to me, like, man, actually you didn't just tear your ACLs, you tore the meniscus, you tore your LCL. And he was just like, you know, it's amazing that you're able to still walk. He said, I've seen a person tear one of those ligaments and they shut down. He said, but you tore both of yours on both knees and you still getting around. He said, matter of fact, we're going to do surgery on one, but we're not even going to do surgery on the other one. And he said the reason why is because you've trained your body so much, right? Over the years, you've been exercising and working out so much that your body kind of healed itself. Your body has muscle memory, and so does your bank account. It has a memory also. And so when you train these things, when you get these things to a certain level, no matter what trial, what ailment might come about, which they're gonna happen, it happens in life. But when it does, you don't feel the brunt of it. You don't feel the thrust of it like you normally would have felt if you would have worked out. And so the doctor said, you're in such great shape that your body kind of just automatically came back on its own. Financially, you do things when times are great so that you can build yourself up. So when this happens in life, when society crashes, when things come about, now you don't feel the blunt as much because you worked out so hard in your financial life, even with your family life. You know, we don't have to get ready right now. Every day I made it a point to pour into my family, like I said months ago, years ago on the podcast. And because of that, it's nothing different with me sitting down with each one of my children right now, you know, spending time with them. It's nothing weird with me and my wife going into the igloo, spending some time together, because this is what we've already been doing. So every single thing, even now to go to the last pillar, the faith, you know, which is the first pillar, you know, it's nothing weird right now, getting on my knees, praying to God, saying, God, please, you know, man, you know, God, we thank you in the midst of this storm. I don't have to, it's nothing new. It's nothing new for me to sit down and have a little time with my faith. I don't have to build my faith up right now. I've been here crazy faith. My faith's been crazy. You're supposed to build your faith in times of lightness, right? You're supposed to build your bank account in times of lightness. You're supposed to be working out and building your body up in times of lightness so that when times of darkness come, you're already in shape. So that when times of darkness come, your financial life is set. You already got a real nice nest egg. You know, I heard people talking about, say, 3 to 3 months of savings, you know, emergency fund. When you do stuff the right way, in the times of lightness, you don't even have to have an emergency fund because your whole life becomes an emergency fund. I don't have to diet because my whole life is a diet. I work out every single day, so therefore I don't have to diet. I don't have to, you know, so it's things that you don't have to do when you're doing them already.
I want to see, you know, as a accountability partner, can you send Carl that video or at least one of the pictures of the meal? You know, we talked about preparing meals, Maul, and taking it to another level. And I just want to show you, Maul, I want to show them a visual of mindset. Because a lot of times, you know, Maul, people hear that. And here's what I love about what you just said, Maul. People don't understand that really the easiest adjustment or transition to make, Maul, is really the mindset. Because the mindset doesn't require anybody else to help you. Like, you don't need the bank to get involved. You don't need your employer or employees to get involved. You don't need to get your wife involved. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't need to do any of that. You feel me? You don't need to do none of that. You feel me? Perfect timing, see? Perfect. So I want to show them something on mindset real quick, Ma. Mindset.
Oh, there
can
we
you
go.
blow
There
that
we
up? Can we blow that up? Now, see, can you show them the one, maybe, did I see the one with them in the oven?
Let me see.
Or the video?
I
think I might have sent you a video.
Unfortunately, iPhone won't let me search it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got it. What was you saying, Carl?
No, I was saying while she is looking, I am curious, E, what it is about, because here's what.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I got it. On the stove, you mean?
You got it, see?
Yep, but I want you to see the one on the counter with all of them sitting there. I'll send it to Carl. I'll send it now. Keep going, Carl. What was you saying, Carl?
So I'm trying to figure out what is it about. So the question is, what is it about human nature? All right, Maul, see, whoever.
Yep.
What is it about human nature, though, that it's almost like, Maul, we can't do it until we in this circumstance. Like the average person, for whatever reason, watch this. These are the things that, it's not an education thing. These are the things that we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know these things. Like, it's not an education thing. But somehow now, all of a sudden it becomes important. I'll share real quick where I'm going. I went to get some groceries the other day and I'm walking across, see, Meijer. The food section, everybody's in the food section. Everybody's trying to get food and stock up. Watch this. While I move across over into the clothes, ain't nobody over there. I move across to the jewelry, ain't nobody over there. I move across, I'm going to get some potting soil, so we about to start planting some stuff. So I'm going to the back of the store. Bro, there's nobody anywhere else in the store but in the food section. How 2 months ago the clothes was so important, the jewelry was so important, you know what I'm saying? Wow. All the stuff, the barbecue stuff was so important, and all of a sudden now, because of something that happened, we all locked in now. Like why is that?
But I think that's how most of us, that's how most of us operate, right? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, even for myself, like, I like one of the things that I gotta like work on is like, bro, I'll pray, you know what I'm saying? I'll wake up in the morning, God, whatever. But let me tell you something. When Avery had the quarter in her mouth, bro, I'm like, bro, I prayed prayers that I never, you know what I'm saying? Like in my life. So what happens is, I think the difference is, and maybe Maul and E can tell us, Carl, because we probably more on the same level, just these dudes with the crazy faith. But what happens is, how do I develop that same level of intensity in prayer on a regular Tuesday when everything's good and I got a fat bank account and the crib's, happy, my wife's happy and everything? How could I have that same level of intensity on the prayer as I did when Avery swallowed the quarter? Or when, Candace went into labor with Avery and things started going wrong. Bro, I promise you, I felt myself pray like me and God was one. I was just like, Lord, like I was like, bro, take everything out of me. But it's hard to recreate that when you're not in the storm. And I think most of us, like, we might pray daily or whatever. And then when something happens, we like, oh, okay, God, please. I mean it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that intensity that you have to operate in 24/7, I think that's hard for most of us. But then when we dig down and then somebody says, oh, this happened or this happened, somebody told you, to your point, okay, I told y'all we talked about my cousin, rest in peace. But like, man, he didn't start the real workout and the diet and the exercise stuff until after the first heart attack. You feel me? Then it's like, oh, okay, now I'm eating vegetables. I want to work out. I want to do all of this stuff. And I think it's human nature to, kind of wait and react instead of being proactive. And how can we develop that mindset where we stay focused like that all the time? I think that's what you're saying, Carl, right?
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Carl, pull up that pic for me.
I got
that's
you.
That's exactly what you're saying. But watch this though, see? Some people don't get to it to the end. So Maul, here go my mindset, Maul. Now I'm already, I'm 1%, Maul. And this is what, Maul, this is one of the things I mean when I say 1%. But it's so crazy, Maul, that when I say 1%, everybody think I'm talking about money, Maul. It's crazy, bruh. So here's the deal. So when coronavirus hit and everybody was getting these texts about how they was gonna shut the grocery store down, Maul, you can't find no meat in the grocery store, Maul. Yep. You can't find no meat. Now listen to me. I'm not trying to be funny. Some people have a condition, Maul, and they still frying chicken wings. So I'm saying, like, yo, if you're gonna get chicken wings, you might want to bake them joints. Or I heard about the air fryer. You might want to put them jokers in there. You already have, a pre-medical, condition, bro. Like you are, whatever it is you got, diabetes, whatever it is. I'm going in, show them that picture again. I'm going in, hey, watch this. All of these, Ma, all these jokers is free, Ma. Ain't none of these, Ma, these jokers are in plentiful, Ma. Yeah, ain't nobody scoop these. Ain't nobody buy these, Ma.
It's spoiling on the shelf, E.
I'm talking about spoiling on the shelf, Ma. Now, They do cost a little money. They do. The prep is a little different. Clean it, cut it.
Let me tell you something. I thought that was fake. You got them joints. I know you washed them because them joints
they washed.
shine.
You can see them. They're washed and shine.
They look like them plastic joints that the kids get when they little.
Oh no, I washed them joints. But I'm just saying, Ma, it goes back to the mindset. So as soon as we went coronavirus, I'm saying, okay, if it's a virus, it's just some stuff virus is gonna be able to eat off of. It's some stuff virus is just gonna be able to live off of a little bit better. So if you're getting sweets, virus gonna be able to live off the sweet boy. You feel me? You frying chicken, the virus gonna be able to find a little comfortable nest with the fried chicken boy. It is what it is. When I put these vegetables in, bruh, my system is gonna be different. My movement is gonna be different. These things are literally gonna protect me against. So I'm just saying mindset, Mom.
But let me tell you, and let me say this, just for all of y'all who out there who might be like, oh, you could do all that and still get it. You right. What we're telling you is, by trying to live a certain lifestyle, you make yourself less prone to it. It's just the odds. It's Vegas. You increasing the odds in your favor. It don't mean you're going to hit. It just means you have a better chance of hitting if you do this. And I think that's so crucial, man. And it's something that, hopefully we learn throughout the whole coronavirus, throughout this whole thing is how to prepare ourselves, right? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but even when we got, this house, right? Like, I'm gonna just be real. We got approved for 3 times as much house. And so, again, I ain't know Corona was coming, but I'm just saying, had I, stretched myself to the maximum and been bleeding out the ears trying to pay for, a $5 million house in Buckhead, I may be in a world of trouble right now. So you think about things, again, without being paranoid about things going wrong, but you try to set yourself up to have the best odds in your favor. Again, that don't make me perfect. It don't make Maul perfect. It doesn't make anything. But it's the same reason why I got serious about my workouts when Trey was born, because I was like, yo, okay, cool. It doesn't necessarily give me, it doesn't mean I won't have diabetes. Right. It doesn't mean I won't have a stroke. It don't mean I won't have a heart attack. But it does mean it increases my odds, the odds in my favor if I lose 100 doggone pounds. And that's what we're saying in this particular situation and in any particular situation. Can you enhance your life, your family's life, to the point where you become as bulletproof as humanly possible against scenarios and situations like this? As we take a look at Maul's outside penthouse, you know what I'm saying? Right here.
So much, 1%.
But again,
Chicago.
But the thing about it is about doing it beforehand.
Right.
I got partners of mine that's like, hey, Jay, man, we want to spend some time on the roof of our house. Man, you got anybody that can come build? I'm like, nobody coming out here in this climate building a roof. But I'm just like, you do things before. The thing about it, man, you shouldn't be motivated because all of a sudden there's a virus around. You know what I'm saying? Right. You shouldn't let a virus motivate you to now start doing the things that you need to do in life. The stuff that you should have already done. It shouldn't. You should have been motivating yourself already. This should have already been done. The reason why nobody go build a boat when a storm hit, right? You don't go build a boat when a storm. You have this boat already so that when a storm comes or if a storm comes, you're already prepared to sell off into safety. In that same way.
Yeah, look, I want to finally play devil's advocate to CJ. Finally, right?
Well, come on with it. Here's
what's going on. See, I'm doing my homework because I'm from Chicago. I'm from the D, so I'm calling people.
Yeah.
I'm literally calling folks like, "What's up? What's happening, y'all?" And what I'm hearing, is we're in a storm, but I'm hearing cats go, "Yo, first of all, remember it was." Black folks couldn't get corona. First of all, I don't know where that came from, right? So I just want to show you the mindset, though, we're in the midst of a pandemic and folklore or urban legend, whatever you want to call it, there are people walking around talking about black people can't get it. Now, again, I'm not sure where that came from because it's a virus. You feel me? Number two, I'm calling C, and people are telling me, bruh, I'm just gonna be real with you. We already, Maul, I'm hearing we already in the storm. Like that's the mindset, Maul. So it's almost like a defeated attitude. It's like, yo, we already don't got this. We already is this. We already this. Like, we might as well, Maul, people partying, Maul. The Mardi Gras still going on. You feel me? Like now in New Orleans, there was a case in, in a small part of Georgia, like Macon or some small town where, Maul, they went to a funeral and found out it got spread from people going to 2 funerals and touching each other. So it's almost like, Maul, some people are not in the 1% club like we weren't at one point in our lives, but they're saying, I'm already 20 points down. You know that player C. You know that player C. You played with that player C, who we down 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. It's only 3-4 minutes left. They go ahead and really check out. See, you know those dudes you played with that just took their cleats off? They just like, yo, it's over. And there's a group that I feel what C is saying, but before we get to that group, there's a group that's already in the storm feeling like we in the storm anyway. We might as well, you know what I'm saying? We might as well go party. We might as well go spend time together. It's like, forget what the CDC is saying. In our world, we already, and so you're seeing, already living in small quarters, already living in small quarters, don't have a rooftop, already ain't got no real backyard you can do nothing in. It's small quarters, and now y'all playing cards. You seeing some of them, you saw them on YouTube, Instagram, they, doing their thing in groups together, and then you don't know you got it because you don't have the symptoms, and you pass it. So I want to challenge that group first and say, just because you're not where you want to be, it doesn't mean you're not going to be there one day. But if you have the mentality that not only am I not there, I told y'all, man, I don't want to keep telling the same stories, but I'm telling y'all, it takes heart. Listen to me. Wasn't nobody in my shoes. People could tease me, whatever. Bruh, it take a lot to graduate in 12 years, bruh. You got to be mentally tough, Maul, and I was at a university where I went every year, Maul. I went every year. I never backed down, Maul. I went to every graduation. I wasn't the dude that was like, I'm already knowing they're going to joke me. I'm already knowing they're going to ask me a series of questions. I'm still coming to the graduation. Why? Because one day I'm coming to the graduation. So I'm not running from it. I'm not running from it. I'm not running from my boys who finished in 3, who finished in 4, who graduated magna cum laude. So I'm not running from you. Summa cum laude. I'm not running from you. I'm not running from the storm. I'm coming to the graduation every year, and I know you're going to quiz me, and I know there are going to be professors asking me, where are you in the process? Have you finished yet? What are you doing with your life? And I went every year, Maul, saying, 1 year going to be my year. Right. 1 year, they ain't going to be questioning me. 1 year, they ain't going to be laughing at me. 1 year going to be my year, and they going to call my name. But I never went, it's the 5th year, it can't be done. It's the 6th year, it can't be done. It's the 7th year, oh, woe is me. The 8th year, it's not possible. And I want to challenge those of you who are in a place of anxiety and worry and stress. And now you're saying to yourself, everybody else getting it. It's in my city. It's somebody I know. It's on my block. Woe is me. I'm telling you, go out with a fight. I went out with a fight. I went and got tutors. I went out with a fight. I humbled myself and went to the Learning Resource Center. I went out with a fight and ended up graduating. So for those of you with that defeated mindset, you've gotten to a place where you feel defeated and you like, yep, I'm listening to Maul. I'm seeing Maul career. Maul right. I should have done it 8 years ago and I didn't. And now woe is me. We're not telling you this to make you feel bad about yourself or to be disappointed in yourself. We're telling you this so you can rise. So you can get up and say, I've had the wrong mentality. I have not addressed this thing. Life, bump the coronavirus. I haven't approached life in the way I should have approached life. For me, I haven't approached it for my parents. I haven't approached it for my wife. I haven't approached it for my husband, for my kids, like, yo, I haven't approached life in the way I was supposed to. And yep, everybody looking at me going, well, why are you still stuck here? Why is everybody else blowing up and you still, what? And I don't want you to go, you know what, you're right. They are ahead of me. Maul's ahead of me. There's nothing I could do. C's ahead of me. There's nothing I could do. Carl's ahead of me. No, I'm working on getting a pool too, Maul, for my grandkids. I didn't have it for my kids. I didn't have it for myself, but I'm not going to go, well, I ain't have a pool for me. I ain't have one for my kids. No, I'm like, all right, you missed that opportunity. So now get it for your grandkids. You feel me? Now get it for somebody else's kids. So what, you didn't get it in your lifetime or your kids' lifetime. It's okay. And so a lot of you have just thrown in the towel. You just so defeated. You so destroyed. You just like, here again, I failed again. Here it is, the coronavirus. I messed up again. I done put my family in this situation again where we might be broke again. And I was told them I'd never be broke again, but I was living from paycheck to paycheck. I done got hit. Now, here, nope, don't throw your hands up. Throw your hands up. Don't throw your hands up to surrender. Throw your hands up to fight. Don't throw your hands up to quit. Don't throw your hands to give up. Throw your hands up to fight. Throw your hands up like, come on. I want to say this. Somebody gonna get out of this thing alive, Maul. Somebody gonna get out of this joker alive. Somebody gonna get out alive. You feel me? My bad, Carl.
No, you're good. You on fire. I'm my bad for cutting you off. I'm saying, watch this, E.
Hey, E, you get me. I'm about to build a deck on top of the deck right now, dog. Come on,
Double decker.
Let's go.
The double decker.
Let's go.
Double decker.
So watch this, E. We talk about, everybody's heard the term survival of the fittest. Watch this, right? So the difference between a bacteria and a virus, watch this, listen closely. Now, I got a degree in biology. I got to use it every so often.
Come on, give me some.
Bacteria is generally bigger than a virus. That's one. All right, that's obvious. But the difference between one of the major differences between the two is a bacteria can actually replicate on its own. Listen closely. A bacteria can basically split off, and now you got 2. Split off, you got 4. Split off. A virus, survival of the fittest. What can we learn from the coronavirus? The virus is getting inside you and using your cells to replicate itself.
Wow.
That's how a virus works.
Wow.
So the virus is like, yo, we about to survive by any means necessary. So if you not gonna protect yourself, well, I'm about to use your whole doggone system to make sure that I survive. So that's what we could take from Corona for real. The virus is coming inside you. That's why it's an immune problem. Watch this.
Right.
Because your immune system is now compromised. Like your cells are replicating the virus. So now your cells like, yo, what's going? I can't tell who what. Your cells, your immune system functioning properly is supposed to identify any foreign thing and kick that joker up out of there. But now that it's creating this thing at such a fast rate on its own, the virus is like, I am about to take over this whole joint and I am going to survive. So if you not willing to fight, bro, it's still, we had our basic level.
But hey, that's why I said right there, I said it probably a couple podcasts ago, success is already in your DNA. How many other viruses try to come in and take over your body or your ancestors' body? But the thing about it is, every single virus that tried to attach itself, the Spanish flu, the Black Plague, slavery, all these other viruses that tried to come in, when your ancestors survived, now that code of that virus is now embedded in your DNA. And now you have become immune to that virus. And so now your ancestors made you a stronger being, made your DNA stronger. So now you can survive. The influenza was big back in the day. It was killing people. But because our ancestors survived it, because they fought, because they did not let succumb to whatever it was that got inside their body, they survived it. So now in your genes, in your DNA, in your blood, it's not even a thing. You could take a pill or some medicine and you straight. You know, so now it's your turn right now. It's your opportunity to advance to survive and to advance the DNA that's inside of you. So that 100 years from now, when your grandkids or great-grandkids catch this coronavirus, it'll be nothing to them. They just gonna take a little medicine because your DNA already have fought against the virus that's inside of you.
Wow, unbelievable. Carl, can you put this pic up for me? And I'm gonna send it to you. I'll send it to you. But we just, insert it But Ma, I called my grandma. Her birthday was Sunday, and I talked to her earlier in the week as well and wished her a happy birthday. But here's what I told her, Ma. I said, Grandma, I just want to congratulate you on making it for 90 years. Like, I don't know what you did, but you got to be intentional and deliberate to make it. You feel me? 90 years, Ma, and she still live on her own. She's still independent. Like, don't nobody live with her. She ain't got no nurse staying with her. You feel me? We had to take the car from her because she still wanted to drive around. You feel me? Still going to church regularly. Still she on every coaching call on Sundays. Like, I was like, grandma, flat out. I just want to, as your grandson, I want to honor you and say thank you because you making me feel like 90 that's the benchmark. Wow. And if you walking around like that, going to church, doing your thing in your right mind, calling me, motivating me, my grandma's super positive. I know I got that from my grandma. I said, listen to me. Then what you telling me is that I have no reason not to plan for another 40 years and give out content and change the world for another 40. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that we live to be 90. You feel me? We live to be in our 90s. So to your point, Ma, that's in my DNA. And so I want some of y'all to look at the strength of your people and go, man, I got a kid who has stage 4 cancer, Ma. They trying to cut his leg off, amputate his leg, some of his organs. At 24, Ma, kid got cancers, had it for a minute, in and out of the hospital. Guess what, Ma? They said 2 weeks ago he had the coronavirus. Because he going back and forth in the hospital, Ma. Ma, when you say a compromised immune system, Ma, let me tell you something. I prayed for him, kept calling, asked how he was doing. They said, oh, he good, he ain't got corona no more. And I said, what? He ain't got corona no more. He had stage 4 cancer. I'm looking for him to get taken out day 1, Ma. Listen to what his testimony was, Ma. He said, my father, is not in our lives. It's my mom and my sister. I can't afford to die right now. I can't afford to die right now. I can't leave my mom behind. She's like, I can't leave my mom behind. I can't leave my sister behind. She ain't finished high school yet. Like, I can't, I love my mom. I love my sister. They need me. I can't, you're not hearing what I'm saying, Ma. I'm just saying, to C's point, once again, the probability of overcoming something when you fight it, don't mean like C said, you're going to win, but the probability, the chances are greater when you fight something of you winning or surviving than when you don't fight, when you give up, when you surrender and you quit. So I just wanted to talk to that group today. That group that's like, it ain't gonna never happen for me. Doggone, can somebody look it up? I don't want to lie, but I think Morgan Freeman was old. I mean, like he wasn't in his 20s or 30s. Morgan Freeman been old
since he was born.
From the time he was here, he was old. Yeah.
And you know why y'all say that, Ma? Because nobody knew Morgan Freeman till he was. He didn't get on top till he was 40, 50. So he wasn't a young prodigy. He wasn't. He didn't start acting when he was 12.
He just looked 40.
No, I'm saying you think that because when you saw him, he was grown. Whereas when you saw Denzel as a young man. And so you didn't, I think Morgan Freeman might have been in his 40s before he got his first break. So we saw Morgan Freeman as an adult, and he's been an adult his whole character. You feel me? And so I'm telling y'all, some of y'all thinking, oh man, I ain't do it by 20, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't do it by 30, I ain't gonna do it. No, Kentucky Fried Chicken, I know my man was 60-something when he blew up. You feel me? And so I'm trying to tell you, do me a favor, to that group that gave up already, go put your gloves back on. Go put your shoes back on. Get back on the treadmill. I'm saying get back to whatever your dreams and goals are, even in the midst of this coronavirus. It's not too late, y'all. We can still make this thing happen. So that's that group. See, I know you had another group.
Yeah, but hey, just to add on to that, E, and one big thing why I'm a forward thinker is that because I understand that you're constantly in a fight in life. And no fighter gets into the ring without training. It's not the fight itself. So you're in a fight now, but train not for this fight, but for the other fights that you're going to go through in life. You're constantly in a fight. That's what life is all about. So that's why you want to make sure that you're eating right. You know, that's why you want to make sure that you're working out. That's why you want to make sure that financially you're doing what you got to do. That's why you want to make sure with your family and your faith, because you're going to need these. You want to be in the best shape as possible. You want to be able to give yourself a helping hand when you do get in the ring and start that fight. So that's what it's all about. It's about giving yourself a helping hand.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know they give, I don't know who said it or where it came from, but you know, every great basketball quote came from Michael Jordan. But I heard, where he talked about training, you know what I mean? Like every quote came from Mike.
No question. I don't know if he heard you. I don't know if she heard that
again. Sorry, I was looking at the Ask ET questions.
No. See, I was saying I just remember this concept, and I ain't know who said it. So I'm gonna just say, every great quote came from Jordan. So we're gonna say it was Jordan.
Of course.
But
they got the 10-part documentary coming out soon.
Coming out in a couple weeks. But he talked about training harder in practice.
Oh no, that was LeBron who said that.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. See? But training hard in practice, so by the time you get to the game, like it's easier in the game. So the game isn't the hard thing no more. So the actual life practice that you're doing should be harder than the game. So by the time you get in that situation, like we've been here before, boom, we just do what we do kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hey, back to my homie who gained 10 pounds and blamed the
Whoever your homie is, I tried to cut him some grace. I took him 30 minutes away, homie, and we got back to it. It's not my fault.
Donations, please, if you're out there. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, I need you to virtually reach into the computer, because this is all for y'all entertainment and to keep y'all laughing during the corona. You know what I'm saying?
Cash app
but at
insurance.
the expense of our relationships. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, he had blamed the corona. He said, man, I gained 10 since corona. And I said, you gained 30 the weeks leading up to corona.
To corona.
And so, shout out to the other side, LaShawna and Tay, both killing the game right now. I'm gonna have to get them on the Zoom coming up. I can't wait to tell y'all about their progress, but they're doing a fantastic job. But anyway, I'm really not trying to dog my boy out. What I was saying, and this is even for myself, right? So I had never really when you drop, weight and you get in better shape than you ever been in, it's easy to be like, all right, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at Maul and yeah, that looked great, but I'm like, I'm good, right? Where I'm at. And the reason I would always ask myself, like, see, why can't you get over this hump? Like, why can't you take this thing to the next level? Like, just get it to like the point where you really, feeling, looking good, whatever. And I would always blame the fact that I always had to get on the plane. And I'm like, dog, sometimes I don't know what it is about flying, but you be hungry. I be hungry on the plane. You get off the plane, it don't seem like a lot of healthy options, and I talked about it, you don't have home court advantage, right? And so the crazy thing is, like, when the corona hit, I was, the first few days, like we talked about, I'm doing my thing, I'm smashing snacks and the whole nine.
I mean, the first 10 days for me.
And I said to myself, right. But I said to myself is like, okay, your whole excuse for why you couldn't take it to the next level was the fact that you was on the road and that you wasn't at home and you didn't have access to all your type of food and you didn't have access to the kitchen and you had a hotel room and you couldn't cook like you wanted to, or the things that, your wife will usually prepare for the family. You don't have those, you on the road. So because you on the road, you gotta go to the sports bar, eat a cheeseburger, wings, and French fries. It is what it is. I'm on the road.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting there telling myself, I sat there, I had an epiphany, and I said, yo, every excuse you had as to why you couldn't take it to the next level, God literally stripped all of them jokers, and now you have nothing but time and you're at home. Let me tell you something. I used to play myself and tell myself the reason I couldn't drink a gallon of water on the road is because I didn't want to get up on the plane and be peeing every 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to be in the middle of a conference and be speaking and have to doggone run to the bathroom every 5 seconds. I'm like, see, you ain't been not within 15 steps of a bathroom in a month, doggone it. What is your excuse? And so I looked at my boy who again, had gained the 30 before Corona and now gained 10 in Corona. And my point was, yo, you can literally trick your mind into making excuses for you that don't exist. So everybody talking about gaining weight in the Corona, and I'm like, yo, you literally, like, and shout out to our frontline workers who don't have the, the advantage of staying home, and we got something coming for y'all, and we talked about it as a crew, and we about to do something. I'll tell you at the end of the podcast, because we want to make sure we bless it, because we've been fortunate. But my point is, I need you to go through and write a list of all the things that are at an advantage for you because of Corona, because of this lockdown, because of the isolation, because of not being able to watch sports on TV or, go play cards with all your friends. Write down all the advantages you have. Don't worry about the disadvantages. And I promise you, it's just a matter of tricking your brain. If you want to think about it in different terms, this can be the time where you learn more than you ever learned, where you learn how to do real estate, where you learn financial freedom, where you learn how to, take your family to the next level, where you learn another trade, where you learn. It can be all of those things, or it can be a time where you make every excuse and go, man, I can't go to work. I can't do this. I can't watch my favorite sports. I'm sitting around the crib with all of this food. And that's the reason. And I'm telling you, man, it's just about tricking your brain, because when I looked at it, I said, okay, so what? You don't have a gym. You got a street right in front of your house. You got bands in your house. You got jump. Doggone it. It's cats. I'm looking on YouTube. It's cats swole as all get out. And they like, I don't do nothing but sit-ups, push-ups, and everything I could do calisthenic-wise with my body. I ain't been to the gym in years, and look at me. And I'm like, wow, we got tricked into thinking I can't go to LA Fitness now, so I might as well chalk it up. And I'm telling you, man, you got to develop that mindset. And here's the last point, and I'll be quiet. But the danger with my homie making the excuse because of Corona when he wasn't any further along without Corona is you give yourself a built-in reason not to achieve things. And that's not just Corona. That's with everything, doggone it. Like literally that can bleed over into you. You talked about muscle memory earlier, Maul, where your body knew how to, well, guess what? The opposite is also true. Your body understands how to make excuses. Your body understands how to quit. Your mind understands how to not accomplish goals. What you think happened every time you start a book and don't finish it? Every time you start a workout plan and don't finish it.
That's
that
a new
muscle
habit.
memory goes back that way too. And your body goes, oh, okay, we working out? Okay, bet for a week. But I know how to shut it down after a week. Okay, we eating healthy this week? Yep, I got you this week. But I know next week what we gonna do. We back on ice cream, pizza, and cake. Why? Because the muscle memory comes back. And so as I'm looking at Jamal, the crazy thing about it, and we talked about it last week, was Maul's muscle memory is so crazy because he just said, yo, when I finished playing football, I just kept working out. I was already used to working out. Why would I stop? And so now you're looking at him at 42 and he's looking like Hercules because his body knows nothing different. And I'm telling you, a lot of y'all, your muscle memory is the other way. And you know how to go on a diet and then lose it. And you know how to start a book and not finish the book. You know how to start a workout plan. You know how to go on your favorite training module and stop. And some of y'all, like, why you think, with the New Year's resolution, boy, January 30th come, and you already over it. And so now is the season where you can discipline yourself even more and take yourself to the next level. And I promise y'all, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm incorporating things in my life where I felt like I didn't have the time before. Now I got the time, doggone it. Take every excuse out the book. And my goal during this time, however long we're in the hole, is to make it a habit, is to make it a routine, is to make it part of my daily life. So when I come back, I can keep whatever I work for.
Hey, E, I'm going to share this again real quick because check this out, E. I'm going to share this again. Watch this. I'm not a historian. I was on the BU calls this morning. They had me as the special guest. And what I was talking about was there was a time, listen to what I'm saying. There was a time when what we are experiencing right now was normal life.
Right.
Where you was growing your food, you was out fishing, where you was at home with your family. You get what I'm saying? So, Maul, you talked about DNA, and as C was talking, it hit me like, yo, this is in our DNA, doggone it.
Agriculture.
This is the food. Like, it wasn't no Walmart. It was a time where you had to plant and eat. This is what you ate.
Absolutely.
So, like, it's also in your DNA, C. It's also in the memory of your lineage of being at home with your family, taking care of your family, grinding, not going to Walmart.
Not
you know
going
what I'm saying?
Chick-fil-A,
Not going.
Chipotle.
That didn't exist. So that's as it relates to food, but see, as it relates to your family together, like it was a family. Like it wasn't schools as we know it now. So again, I don't know when in history, but I know in history it wasn't always.
I can tell you.
Please.
I was talking to my mom this morning as I'm doing the book, Carl. You know, I told my mom we got to talk about Detroit because when I talk about this concept of breathe, I was like, yo, Ma, I didn't learn to rest because I grew up in Detroit. You feel me? And my mom was like, there was a time when that people migrated from, let's say Bama up to Detroit, to get work. And my mom was like, yo, when the plant happened, my mom was like, the plant put people who did not have a college degree. You did not have a college degree. You might have had a high school diploma or none at all. My mom was like, yo, you could get in the financial game. So they got all these plants now. So my mom was like, instead of what was important when we didn't have money, my mom was like, now you put yourself in a position where not only could you work, my mom said, Ma, when they first got an opportunity to work like that, that overtime, my mom said, was like a god. People was fighting to get overtime. My mom was like 40 hours a week. 40? She was like, people was working 56, 60 hours. People was trying to figure out when you was gonna be sick or take off so they could get your overtime. Right. And my mom was like, they would pay because it was so new, they were paying extra for it. So my mom was like, Cass was trying to get it. She said, that ain't the bad part. She said, now, not only are you working overtime, so she said, now you can afford to have your kids and stuff that you couldn't have had your kids in before. So now you got 3 kids like she did. I got you in track. I got you at the Boys and Girls Club. I got your sister, in this. Your other sister is in that. So she was like, when we made money, the more money we had, the less time we had. And so I remember her saying specifically, I was like, yo, Ma, look, Ma, when you write these books, stuff come out. Ma, my mother and I was working together. When I was young, we had jobs together. You feel me? So my mom was teaching me that. I asked her, I was like, yo, Mom, what was my first job? She was like, you was 10 years old. And I was like, okay. She was like, you had a paper route, like 3 streets, our street and the 2 streets over. And she was like, because y'all never got to work, like we never got to work, the fact that you could work, we was geeked and putting you in positions where you could work. Why? Because she said you wanted extra stuff. So Carl, talking to my mom, I could see the time before there was a plant and people were able to make money in what they were doing. And then once the plant happened, here's what my mom said. She said we had a chance to get the American dream. But the American dream, Carl, really took them away from the American family. And so she said to me, the thing that she loved the most is we worked so hard when we would go like to Red Lobster somewhere and sit down and eat a plated meal, and she didn't have to cook. And so it was a situation where she was like, my old dude was like, you ain't never got to work. But my mom was like, she just didn't feel, because of the culture, Carl, she didn't feel good being a housewife. And she was like, yo, I had to go out there and get mine too. You feel me? And so you're right, Carl, there was no Chipotle. My grandma was cooking from scratch. We weren't going out to eat. She was making cakes from scratch. We weren't going to Sam's and buying no cake. My grandma was making them from scratch. So to your point, man, we've gotten so far away from the American, whatever we call the American dream. The coronavirus has given us a chance to get back to what we said we was working for in the first place.
In the first place.
All the stuff we said we was working for, now we
You
get a
want more
chance to do it.
time. Yep.
Yep.
Love it.
That's deep.
All right, so check this out, man. We the team, we just been trying to figure out, how we could be a blessing. We consider this podcast to be, fam. Like y'all been rocking with us, man. We are, Carl, what episode we on? Any idea?
This is
230?
223.
223.
I was close.
So how many? So if you do that in weeks, how many years is that?
Whew. So 50. What's it?
Oh, get a calculator. We ain't gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying?
52 and 4 years, Carl.
Episode
233 divided by 52. Hold on.
Oh.
He usually quick with it with the math.
Yeah, about 4 years, about close to we in the 4-year mark.
Yep, 4.4, almost 4.5.
Yep.
All right, so we've been doing this for 4.5 years, and man, y'all been supporting us. Lord knows, shout out to our sponsor this week, Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, Organifi.com. Y'all just been supporting us, man, and so we just as a team, myself, Maul, E. Carl, we were just like, man, we got to be able to do something for our frontline people who listen to us, man. I cannot tell you how many emails and texts we've been getting from people who work on the front lines, firefighters, police officers, work at the hospital. Shout out to my brother who's on the front line at the hospital. He's in maintenance at the hospital in Lansing, your sister.
In Detroit.
Yep, your brother. Everybody I think knows.
A nurse in Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. So
hey, Tina, my brother's wife, straight up in Cali.
Yeah. Yep. And so obviously all of us have people in our families and just as important in our extended families, and then you guys who are out there. And so we just got together and again tried to figure out what we can do. So what we're gonna do is, man, take a picture of you in your uniform or whatever it is. If you're at the hospital in your scrubs, or if you're a restaurant worker, if you work at the grocery store, doggone it, if you work at Publix, Kroger, Mariana, any essential worker, and you got to be out while we're shut in the house. Listen, take a picture of you in your uniform, hashtag it to us on S2S, hashtag S2S podcast, hashtag Whole14, right? Because that's Maul's mission that he already started and is already, going with that. But tag both of them, hashtag S2S podcast and hashtag Whole14. And each week, we're going to pick one person. We're going to highlight them. We're going to give you $1,000 in cash. And then also, Maul is going to just send you his real estate course free of charge. And we'll feature you on our S2S podcast page on Instagram. It's at S2S podcast. And so it's $1,000 cash. And then, the course, which, hopefully a lot of you, have been checking out already. But for those of you on the front lines, you want to check that out, we're going to send you both. And so, again, I want to make this very clear. It's hashtag S2S podcast and hashtag Whole14 in the same post. We'll go find those posts, and then each week we're just gonna choose at random. Again, we appreciate everybody, but we're just gonna choose at random. The four of us to get together, write a little story with it, how you listening to the podcast, if it helped you, whatever. Just put that in the description and a picture of yourself. And then once we choose you, somebody on our team will reach out, collect your information. Man, we're gonna send you a check. And just make sure we can bless you. It's our small way on our podcast. It's a small way of just showing you guys how much, one, we appreciate you just listening to us for 4.5 years. For those of you who just got on, however you found us, man, we just appreciate it. And so we want to give back in our own special way. And if you say, hey, listen, I work at I'm a firefighter, and, we want to be able to, use the 1,000 for like a meal for everybody, at the department, or nurses at the hospital, whatever. Just let us know how we can be that blessing, man. And we're going to choose somebody every week. And like I said, we'll highlight them not only on the S2S podcast Instagram page, but also highlight you right here with a photo and just say, man, seriously, from the bottom of our heart, it's crazy, man. I'm like, I go to the grocery store. I got my mask on. You got gloves on. You got everything. And it's like you try to get in and out in 20, 30 minutes. And you looking at my man, he working an 8-hour shift. You know what I'm saying? And you like, yo, I mean, without him, without her, this thing, would be really ugly. So yeah, just a big applause to y'all. And like I said, our small way of being able to do something for our listeners. So just make sure you hashtag Hove14 and hashtag S2S podcast. And we look forward to, by the time this comes out next Thursday, highlighting our first person. I know we talked about it last time, but just wanted to make sure that we really came with that and showed you guys the love you deserve and let you know in our small way that we care. And I encourage everybody else out there, you've been blessed during this time. You don't have to be out there and go to work, things of that nature. If whatever you can do in your small, you know what I'm saying? Like in your small way, I know I just cash out my barber out of nowhere. Like, yo, I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BB, my dog, but I just, again, I feel bad. As you can see, me and Trey, we ain't had cuts in forever. And it's like, yo, just find out in your small way how you can still do something to keep things going. I don't care if you used to pay somebody $15 to line you up to, whatever. If you can, just try to be a blessing in this time. And so hopefully we're setting a decent example for that. Listen, we just appreciate everybody. So I'll get off of that, but we look forward to next time having y'all in. E, you want to take a couple questions or do y'all want to get off? I got till noon, so I got about 11 minutes, but I'll leave it up to y'all. You want to take a couple questions?
I think we should end it with our workers, man.
Okay.
All
right.
We should end it with our workers, man. And,
give our workers a nugget of the day, man.
All right, hey, I want to shout out. I'm shocked to even be saying this, y'all. You're going to laugh when I say it, but Young Black is one of the front
for sure.
responders, man. Young Black out there in Detroit.
Yeah.
Young Black. So,
Hey, and I want to shout out my man, Eric at the Cakewalk. Our BU family.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they just blessed me with, and my family, they sent a big package of cookies, sent some tomorrow too. So, we want to shout out them at the Cakewalk.
I don't want to do a comparison, Ma.
The cookie monster. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. My wife won't let me leave out the house because of Corona. So, they sent them cookies.
So you haven't been able to get it?
I can't even get no more Mariano cookies, man. And so they sent them right on time. So
but shout out to them, man. And again, it's small gestures like that make people feel better during this time. You know what I mean?
It's definitely made me feel better.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So listen, man, again, whatever you can do, man. Like I have noticed the thing about, we take something positive out right now. People seem to be more kind, even though you in the grocery store and people giving you your space. I notice people trying to say hello. I notice people, being a little bit more friendly and compassionate, understanding. So let's just keep that going, man. And at least, the people this small community of people who listen to this podcast and, rock with us, man, we want to be a light. Y'all be a light. Continue listening.
Too, y'all, please.
Yeah, be safe.
Y'all.
We're going to get through this, y'all. We're going to get through this. It is a crazy time, but listen, man, this is going to be over. We will get, back straight at some point. And don't stress, man. The stress, as we know, could kill you faster than Corona can. So just keep the spirits lifted. You know what I mean?
Also,
keep everybody straight. Yep, go for it.
Yep. No, I was about to say also, this Sunday is Easter. Mm-hmm. So, everybody, man, let's take a page out of CJ or Candace's book. Let's still celebrate Easter.
Get dressed. Get dressed.
Get dressed up. Do something with the family. Still celebrate, man. Church is inside.
Hey, and before you get dressed, come by for Resurrection sermon. All right, so we got you.
Yep, Saturday 11 o'clock.
I got you. I got a message for you. And especially those of you, your church may not be able to, they don't have the technology and you're not able to go.
Or your pastor may not be able to wax deep to an empty room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so make sure I got a message for you because you guys are on. I'm just going to give you the topic, but for those of you who feel like the coronavirus, COVID-19 has shattered your year, or broken your life, I got 6 tips on what you can do to restore it. I got 6 tips on what you can do to restore this year. So if you feel like this year is a bust and you're one of those people that just like throwing your hands up, like my business, I had took out a loan, to do X, Y, and Z, and it's not going to happen. I had just got my business going and it's looking like we're going to go bankrupt. Whatever it is, if you feel like you took the worst hit of your life and you just want to stay in the bed, you don't want to miss the message. I'm not going to be one of those people that just tell you about the brokenness. I'm going to give you 6 strategies to still make this the best year of your life. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you 6 strategies to still make this the best year of your life. And a hint is resurrection.
Yeah, nice.
It's resurrection weekend.
Yes.
So I look to see y'all.
So Saturday, 11 a.m., that's Eastern Standard Time. We'll put the link up everywhere. As you know, man, we've been having, 100,000 people a week. And so we started, I guess, a mega church online. And, we're getting 100,000 a week, man, to come check it out. So that message last week was incredible. And I think Maul must have texted me like 5 times, like, dog, I cannot believe the room is empty. And Jamie took the camera and showed from behind. Oh, man, bro. I got caught up thinking there was literally a whole crowd. He talking about, come on, somebody. I'm like, E, we at the crib. We with you, bro. Trust me. And so...
he looked at the camera one time. He looked at the camera one time and he was looking at the audience. He was like, you gotta get this. He was just, and I was sitting there, I'm getting it, man. I'm getting it. I mean, he was talking, bruh.
And shout out to Carl on the piano over there, just keeping the buck.
Carl on the key.
Oh, Carl.
I didn't even know you played the musical instruments, bro.
Oh, hey, I gotta keep a couple things in the bag for you, Maul. I can't bring it all out at once.
Give them all
bro, I'm learning new stuff.
Wait, you didn't know Carl played?
I promise you, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know.
You know,
Carl do a little bit of everything.
Every time you came to church, he was playing guitar.
Right, but I saw him over there doing the camera, doing the technical stuff.
Absolutely.
We practice hard, so it's time to play the game now.
Yeah, and shout out to Jamie too, man, for
Jamie brought it.
bringing the songs to us. It was set the mood right. So again, man, a place of change. Man, we built this church with you in mind. So yeah, come on over after you listen to the podcast. Hopefully Thursday, Friday. Come on over to church with us on Saturday, 11 o'clock. The link will be up everywhere, Facebook, Instagram. And
for those of you who can, I know everybody can't, but if you got some juice, preferably grape juice, you got some crackers at the crib, grab that. We're going to do a small little communion for the community.
Okay. Yep, I got you. Yep, I got you. We definitely got crackers. I need to check on the grape juice. But hey, for those of us who believe, can we use wine?
Whatever you at your house.
Don't have no grape juice.
You can do whatever you want.
Finally.
Refine the grape juice.
Maul said a couple weeks ago, President might be over the United States of America, but I'm over my doggone home. Hey, Maul, as long as they show up and we can renew and revive.
Come as you are.
Hey, Maul, I know you got a bottle of Pinot Noir laying around, Maul.
I'm going to the wine cellar. I'm about to tell my wife, E.T. said.
We got to drink wine this morning.
DJ said.
So grape juice for all of y'all non-believers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, man. Well, that's it. Get one quick nugget of the day for our frontline workers, man.
Man, I just want to just say thank you. You know, you made a vow that when others are going out, you going in.
Yep.
You know, and we saw in 9/11 people jumping out buildings. You know, we saw people trying to escape through the door, through the brick and through the smoke. And while they were running out to save their lives, you were running in to save their lives. And here we are right back at that same, spirit. We right back at that same courage and strength. And so we thank you while everybody's trying to stay out the hospital. Everybody's trying to stay out of the streets. You are still going in. And I want to add a group. I see you. Airline stewardess, I see you. All right, pilots, I see you. I read an article the other day about you guys, and you're on the front line too, flying these nurses back and forth, flying people back and forth to see their loved ones, in this crazy time. And so we thank you from the bottom of our heart. Amen. While we're staying shut in, you guys are boldly, daily going out with the American spirit, doing what you can to save as many as you can, so that 100,000, 200,000 data we got from the CDC saying that perhaps 200,000 might die. You guys are making sure that number is way lower than that. And so, thank you so much.
I know I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I want to make sure that we're not leaving anybody out. You know who I thought about the other day? I saw my man, I saw them getting off the thing, coming to get the trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, all of that is essential, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got the sanitation, trash workers. Again, my brother is in environmental services at the hospital. You know what I mean? I talked to him yesterday. He said his job is to go up to the floor where all the COVID-19 patients are and get all the masks, the masks from the nurses, because they sanitize them at the end of every day. He's got to tie up the trash bag from that and take them to somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So just think about, not only, again, grateful for the nurses, the doctors, the pilot, everybody, but there are people who aren't necessarily, is talked about, who are doing things that literally are making sure that we can function as a society. And that's so near and dear to my heart, not only because it's my brother, but like I said, when I looked out yesterday and I saw, the guys on the back of the trash thing picking up people's trash, you know what I mean? And making sure the trash, like imagine if they just said we ain't picking up trash no more. Like, bruh, that's a huge problem. You know what I'm saying? It created a whole nother set of problems. So again, every single person, and that's why we're doing this give back and just trying to, in our own small way, trust me, we know we're not saving the world. We don't think we're above anybody, but we have been blessed, and this is our way to bless you guys back for rocking with us. Man, before we get emotional, you know what I'm saying? We try to be we try to be a light for y'all. Hopefully y'all get some laughs and some relief from, CNN and just the crazy stuff that's going on. I know we have a friend who we found out last night has caught corona. I don't know, Maul, if you want to say his name, but just prayers up for him, and his family. Again, this is tough times for everybody. And I think now, like E said, it's not even 6 degrees of separation now. It's hitting people that we know, family members, friends. And man, we just want to make sure that we continue to pray for them and look out for them and salute them. Everybody stay safe, man. We're going to do what we can do. We're going to be back here next Thursday, ready to rock. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all